We shall see. How's it going, everyone? Hello, chat.
Hello, folks.
Can you see us all? Please, please comment if you can see and or hear us.
I'm not seeing us yet. I'm going to F5. Let's have a look.
It could take a couple
Look.
seconds.
There we are. I can see me now.
Excellent. Can you hear us? I guess that's the important one. Hello, yo, there we go.
Perfect.
Hello, everyone in chat. I recognize a lot of y'all as like regular commenters and viewers.
8-second delay apparently. So yeah, I'll try not. If you look at the screen at the same time as you're talking, it's really confusing. So I'll try not to do that.
Yeah, I just use the little I guess streamer tip. I just use OBS. I don't actually look at the official stream. Just watch the watch the chat.
Awesome. Well, this is a real buzz, being on this. I'm the kind of person that normally sits at home watching these types of things, and sort of like tuning in to see what's going on. So to actually be doing it is crazy. It's a lot of fun. So nice to have everyone in chat. You've done this a lot. You're pro, So you guys have to bear with me a little bit, and I'll try and do my best.
Yeah, and this is my first. I guess obviously our first like Sorcery stream, and I'm really excited for it. Sorcery is such a sweet game. I'm obviously very, very excited for it. I've been very excited for it for months, like ever since Eric sent me those decks, which I have like just kind of off screen here, and I absolutely love the game, and I'm so excited that not only is it very successful, hitting over 1 million very recently, but so many people are excited for it, and I am excited that other people are excited for this. So you love to see it. You love to see it when something that you're passionate about and like other people get passionate about it. I mean, that's why I do the YouTube stuff, right? I just want to share what I'm really passionate about, and so to see like everyone's reactions and stuff is awesome. I love it.
Absolutely, it's been incredible since I've been involved with the project and up till now. And then when the whole Kickstarter kicked off, it all happened at once. It's such a weird feeling if you haven't done it before. And got to the stage where we're just looking at the screen and it wouldn't catch up. And we didn't get much sleep the first 2 days. I think we slept about 3 hours in the first 48 hours, and everyone's really patient with us, so that was fantastic. But now things are more of a sort of more steady. So we can certainly do a lot more during that time rather than just watch the screen with our mouths open.
Yeah,
as people support the project.
I've heard that many, because I've never had my own Kickstarter, but I've heard that many Kickstarter projects are very parabolic. So you'll have like massive, initial growth, and then it kind of peters out a little bit, and then the last couple days or so, you have another huge spike of support.
Yeah, it's pretty much how it goes. Obviously there's some behavior you can do during the campaign. The way that we've structured our campaign is that we wanted to try and sort of smooth out as best we can. Obviously, that's not always going to be practical, but we didn't elect to do sort of 30 days. One of the issues is it just takes so much time over 30 days to do it. And also people's attention, there's a lot going on in the world. So we wanted to make sure we kept it kind of like pretty brief in terms of the overall time, but enough time so if people wanted to pledge that we weren't going to miss a payday or something like that. And it wasn't financially difficult for people. So that's the plan, and people seem to love it so far.
Yeah. Also, this is very a tangent, and we're probably going to go on a lot of tangents today. Collector Art House says, "What is this non-sorcery art behind Simon? Need to fix that." Dude, those are Beatles albums. Do you not recognize the Beatles albums? There's like
a different kind of art, yes.
Yeah, there's like Sgt. Pepper. Like, come on, man.
I do have a couple of pieces. One of them is on the way. Actually, both of them are on the way at the moment. But they're both nice pieces, and something that I've contacted the artist independently, and they were very happy that they've found a good home. But I do want to make sure that people realize that our artists are tremendously behind this project. And if you go to all their different websites, if you go to the Mike's Art House website, he's got full bios of all of the artists, and go to their website. There's prints, there's everything available. So please go ahead and visit those guys. If you're looking to acquire art, it's a good time to do it now, because maybe in the future that might be more challenging.
Yeah, I will say, at least for my part, on the earlier days, it was a little bit. I don't get starstruck very often. Long story short, I went to school for film, so I've actually met some like more famous like directors and that kind of stuff. So I don't get super starstruck, but I had an interaction with Melissa Benson And I got kind of starstruck because Melissa Benson has been like my favorite artist since I was like 5 years old. Um, I love her art in early Magic, Siobhan Dragon, and everything, and it was very formative for me at a young age. And so just being able to interact with someone like Melissa Benson was amazing.
Yeah, it's almost unreal. When you have access to folks who you've actually been looking at their work for best part of 25 years, to actually speak to them, it's an unreal feeling. But we're very lucky to have such a talented roster of artists. Eric has really gone deep with looking exactly what makes sense for this project, and I'm just so proud that the artists have contributed the way they have. Being given the open sort of like brief to create is really distinctive in this game, and you can see the results themselves through their physical art. So no, we're really super happy.
Can you say, or are you comfortable saying with what pieces of art you got and or what artist that you got?
No, not at this stage. I think there's a lot going on in the world. So one of the things I don't want to do, I don't pledge on the Kickstarter. I'm not going to influence things. I think it's unwise for us to do that at this stage. But they're nice pieces, things that are very that I find very appealing. And I know that some other people have collected them. But once I'm ready, once they're here, then I'll probably display them and show people what I've got.
That's a good idea too. You gotta leave them wanting something too,
Exactly. Can't give it. I think everyone's really excited about these at the moment, aren't they?
Yes.
This special box here, because I can tell you right now. So first of all, you guys have got 5 minutes left. That's 5. If you want to enter the contest, there should be a Gleam link. Please click that and enter your details. I would encourage you, do not use bots, do not spam it. We've had to take some very naughty people out who've tried to take sort of advantage of this, and the Gleam platform allows us to do that. So please enter once with your details. I think we've got about 700 people in the giveaway. I can tell you right now, and you probably know this, Kel, firsthand, we get contacted a lot about these cards.
Yeah.
A lot of people really want these. And so we've done this. This is not going to happen very much in the future. The fact of the matter is we don't have many sample cards. This was never the intention. Our samples are pre-production samples, and this is not indicative of the final product. Neither are the cards. But it really is to allow us to visualize what the product would look like. So these have not been done at scale. And this is the reason that we're going to pick 30 winners, is you want to distribute these far and wide. So we want as many people to have these as possible and have a very special collection. I have no doubt that these will be very valuable to some folks, both for financially and also great to have in your collection. So I would encourage you to hang on to them, because I think that there's some really unique cards in here that I think you're going to enjoy.
Yeah. Also, I mean, I just really love that. I really love that box too. Eric really has a good eye for aesthetics. So,
yeah, and also being a sample, I have no clue what's in here. Hopefully, they're sorcery cards, but you just never know sometimes. So we'll crack this open and see what's inside. It's going to be a surprise for everybody. I'm pretty confident that they are sorcery cards, but we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, I know, because the box that Eric sent me was like, even earlier than that. They were Dragon Shield boxes with the art for the starter decks kind of like taped on or like glued on.
Okay.
And I have them. They were just in like a cardboard box. So
Well,
I never actually
be...
got like an official thing. So I just have them. These are the decks here that Eric sent me.
Oh, awesome!
And it was really funny. He sent them with the Dragon Shield sleeves. These are the clear Dragon Shield sleeves, but not sleeved up. So like separate. So I had to like sleeve them up to play with them. So
one thing I'm very conscious of is that people like these cards to be in good condition. I'm going to be as careful as I can be today. I've got clean hands. I'm not going to wear gloves or do anything weird, but I'm going to take good care of these. They will actually be in penny sleeves, and I'll make sure that they're shipped safely to everybody. So I do the best I can, but like I said, you can hear the actual cards actually move around in the box at this stage, so there may be a little bit of edge wear, just letting you know, but I've been very careful as best I can.
Yep.
Good. We've got a couple of minutes left, so any questions? G.I. Joe cards? No, I don't think we want any of those. That's I think some other people had bad issues with those, so yeah, hopefully we can skip that. What else we've got going? Give me my cards now. Well, hopefully you win. We've got a lot. We've got a lot of people entered, and I just hope no one's disappointed. We do the best we can, and I think by picking 30 winners it's distributed them far and wide, but not everybody can win. So, like I said, I hope you do enjoy the stream today.
Do you know if this box will be the Kickstarter box design?
I think it may be close, but probably not quite. This was a little while ago, so there's some developments happening. I know that there is going to be There's going to be like a Kickstarter. I think it's a very subtle. Eric's very subtle in everything he does, so you're probably not going to see green Ks everywhere, but there will be some kind of notion there as to what this product is. In addition to that, I think that maybe the inner decks will be wrapped correctly and obviously packaged. But like I said, this is just a sample to help us with the vision of the product. So this is what we're looking at today.
Excellent. Someone asked about the pull rates of rarities. I'm not sure if this has been explained much. I have an idea, but maybe you have an even more informed idea.
Yeah, I think so. So basically, what I'm going to say is things change. First of all, we're at the stage now where we've developed the game over a number of years. But that said, we reserve the right to do the right thing for the game. As you know, there's 15 cards in each booster pack, and we anticipate there'll probably be 11 of the ordinary cards. I think it's 3 of the exceptional and a spot for the elite. And then I think the elite has a 1 in 4 chance of being a unique card. Okay, but those are advisories. Like I said, there's randomization going on here. They will be sorted, so we're not going to promise that that's going to be in every box, but that's the ratios that we should be talking about. Now, the reason that we're doing that is very particular to this game rather than other games that you might see. As folks might know, we have these different rarities, but you're only allowed so many of each of the cards in your deck. So you can have 4 ordinary cards, you can have 3 exceptional, 2 elite, and 1 unique. And the ratios within the booster packs reflect that. So basically, you will start assembling a full play set as you go ahead and collect the cards. That makes a lot more sense. It works with a whole variety of different ways you can use the product. So that's why we've come to that. So what we're going to do is we're going to put that as an FAQ. I'm just very careful about making promises to the fact that there's going to be X number of cards in a box because we don't know. The other final thing is the curios. People keep asking about those, asking about the numbers and how, the where. We're not going to share any information on those. There was an article went up about mystery, and we really want folks, when they get the product, to sit down, open it with friends, or even on stream, open it up, and they don't know what they're going to get. There's going to be some cool surprises in there, and they can think, wow, this is amazing. And we hope we can put cards in there that people don't even realize are rare, maybe. We're going to play a few games. So look forward to that, folks. So when you get your product, you're going to really enjoy maybe cracking something that's very special.
I know I am more than looking forward to opening up my boxes when they get here. Someone did ask something that I think Eric touched on in previous interviews, but I don't know what the current state is. Are the boxes draftable for limited play, maybe draft or sealed?
We're currently working on that. With any game, what we want to try and do is basically feel what works best. Also, the way that the cards work and having the 4 different elements, we have to make sure that the card ratios work really well. And it's more of a case of figuring out how product is consumed to enable a draft rather than actually making a draft itself. That's kind of a work in progress, but what our hopes is that we can move in that direction for sure.
Excellent. And just to answer one question real quick, Rufus asks, are uniques really unique, or is it just a name for the highest rarity? I think it's both. It is the name of the highest rarity, but unique as in you can only have one of that card in your deck.
Exactly. They're unique to the deck. They're not unique in the world. So
right.
Exactly. Make that really clear. But yeah, I think we now have all the entries for the contest. And so what I need to do is I need to take any naughty boys and girls out who've just tried to do that. I think we've been pretty good recently, actually. I think we've got a whole... Yep, everyone's been good, so that's great. I'm going to go ahead and export this, and I need to work my magic to get it into a... let's have a look here. There we go. So I can put it into our prize selection thing. So I'm going to go ahead and get all of these names. You guys just bear with me.
Yeah, so we're going to start the actual giveaway now. Yeah, I think it's going to be exciting. Hope everyone entered in time. You had to have entered at least a minute ago before Simon started exporting the file, basically.
Right. I think that it should have stopped allowing entries at that point, so we should be good.
Excellent.
Right. I'm going to go ahead and make sure I can get these on here. And once I've done this, folks, what I'll do is I'll share my screen out so everyone can see this. It takes a little while to populate this Wheels of Name website. Good. We got any other questions? Any comments or feedback from any other? A few names I recognize here as well. Yes, we're keeping the curios a complete mystery. That's correct.
Let's see. I'm going to scroll back up through the comments.
Yes, we've got some good boys in here as well. I'm glad to hear it. Thank you, folks. That makes my job a lot easier.
Yeah, people are really digging the mystery aspect of the curios. I think that's really exciting too.
I think so. Yeah, it's obviously a balancing act because you want to disclose as much about a product as possible, but also when you open things these days, you kind of know what you're dealing with. You know, it's like, did my box perform? Did I do okay? And we want a bit more than that. It's very easy to do what other people do and be successful, but sometimes doing the things that you want to do and not even a risk, but believing in it is really where you need to get to. So that's really, the way that Eric's worked with the whole project. He's put it together in such a way that he's very clear about his vision. He's very clear about the way that he wants to do things. And we're going to basically make sure we can support that as best possible in the product as well.
I think I know the answer to this one, but can you talk about the art pool that the collector tier is drawing from?
Yes, Eric has all of the art. He has it in New Zealand at the moment. And so basically, he'll be selecting from that. I think he needs to go and retrieve it from storage. He did put a picture up the other day. That's not the art, but it's very similar. So basically, he'll be putting the candidate pieces of art up. There's two lots of art. There's the art for the avatars, and that's done on a per backer basis. So the lower the backer number, the better. You get to have the first choice or first refusal, and then it goes through to second, third, and fourth. With I think it's the collector tier. What happens is we're going to go ahead and select those at random from the pool of people, and we might probably stream that or something just to make sure that there's full clarity and everyone's very happy with the way that's been taken on. So we want to make sure that when we do things like this, people can actually be assured that it is as random as we can possibly make it.
Yep.
Okay. With that said,
Eric, I do know one of the pieces of art because Eric joked. I'm not going to share with y'all what it is, but Eric kind of sent me the picture as a joke, but he's like, no, it's going to be random.
Awesome. So here we have our prize wheel. Here is all
an insane looking wheel, I'll be honest.
If you can spot your name here, you're great. What I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to make this full screen, and I'll click on it. I'll pick a winner. But before we do this, we actually need to distribute the cards. So we're going to go here, and we're going to open this up right then. Bear with me, folks. I've not done this for this particular product before, so I'm probably going to regret this in the future. People say you should have kept it sealed.
No, that's why we're here. We're here to give it away. Someone
exactly.
While he's opening this, someone asked about the size of the avatar art. I believe the avatar art is huge. I believe it's like
pretty big. Yeah,
pretty
it
big.
is. There's we do have some pictures of it somewhere, so I'll see if I can dig those up and put them on either the Discord or maybe we can distribute this. Oh wow, look at this! I haven't seen this. The 4 elements, and we actually have the 4 element decks in here. These are the nice ones. Again, these are not final, so there's a bit of reflection here. Once we get into the cards, it won't be so much of a problem. But that's the and look at what we've got in here. These very tiny.
Oh yeah.
The mini Wii cards, which are too small. So,
I have some right here. Yeah.
What we might do for these then is I'll pick a 31st winner. Just send that to someone as well. So put that to one side. We will actually have 2 spare cards over, and I'm just going to put those to one side as well. So good. Right. So what we're going to do?
I do have a question for you that I don't know the answer to. Do you know if how folks will be able to get the tokens? Will these tokens be in packs as regular size cards? Are they only in the starter product? That's something that I actually don't know about.
Yeah, we're going to make a determination on how we do that. We're very focused on wastage, and we don't really want people to have hundreds and hundreds of tokens going everywhere. But then again, if people are wanting to use the product in certain ways, like you mentioned, like draft, then inevitably they will need access to those. So we're just going to try and figure that out. The retail strategy might include a product which does that, but again, we haven't made any final decisions yet.
Sweet. And I think I know the story behind these things. I think Eric sent in the design docs for them to be half-size cards, but the manufacturer read that as half of a half-size card because like the file name said half-size card or something like that. And so these are actually quarter-size cards, which they were meant to be half-size, which is kind of funny because I got these and I'm like, oh, these are cute. Look at these cute little tokens. And I'm like, I don't have no idea how the hell I'm going to sleeve this up. It's just going to be a loose little thing, but...
Yeah, there are companies that actually produce like mini things, and I've seen like different card games actually have those mini cards, and they're about that size. But these are smaller than what you will see. Yeah, they're pretty cool though.
Imagine shuffling these things.
Well, luckily you don't have to because they're actually I think either foot soldiers or frogs. So
I also love that the tokens, by the way, have different art. They're not all like the same, like soldier art. They're like different, which is awesome. Like even the tokens have like this awesome artwork.
Okay, are we ready to crack this one open? This
Yeah,
is
let's do it.
Avatar of Water pre-constructed deck. Okay, so they are loose in here, so I'm going to be really careful with these folks. Okay, so
These pre-constructed decks have some really, really sweet cards in them.
okay,
Yeah.
these are very nice looking cards, I must say. I'm very happy with these ones. Some of the earlier sort of things that we did probably weren't quite as the same quality here, but these are all sample cards. Now, the next thing people ask is, well, how do we distinguish a sample card? And the answer is, we didn't actually go out of our way to say these are samples. So there is some issues with potentially how bright some of the printing is. Actually, have we got an avatar? We don't actually have an avatar thing here, which is to be expected for these types of things. It might be in here somewhere. But I'll go ahead and maybe check the box as well. So no, it's not in there. Like I said, there's no way to distinguishing it. However, thanks to the community, we did actually go ahead and add a alpha symbol, very, very sort of a subtle alpha symbol to the deck as well. So, okay.
Yep, and I think that'll be the way at least a lot of folks will determine between the test print cards and the actual Kickstarter alpha cards.
Perfect. Right. So, folks, the plan is to try and distribute these as randomly as possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take each one of these and turn it over, and I'm going to actually shuffle them into 30 piles. Now, I don't want to shuffle the cards because, again, people get worried about that. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to place them in 30 piles, but I'm going to cut the piles sporadically. So then people get a sort of distributed number. So that's for winner 1, 2. It's going to take a while, but bear with us. I want to do this as fairly as possible. You can see that we've got some Atlas cards, so they're going to be distributed as well. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, so
9, 10. While I'm doing this, is there any questions?
Are avatars in booster packs as uniques? Well, I'm pretty sure they're in booster packs. I'm not sure what rarity. I assume unique, but maybe Simon has some more information about that.
So there would be, avatars will be distributed within the product. In terms of their rarity, I can't really speak on that at the moment, unfortunately. So, but you should, when you open a booster box, there'll be multiple avatars within one booster box.
Sweet. I mean, I would assume they would be rarer than some cards because you only need one, just like a unique.
Yeah, that's a conundrum really, because when you actually only really need one of something, this is potentially how you can solve this in other ways. But we're probably looking along those lines. We do want to make sure that people will actually play the game for booster box.
That's true.
So we have to figure that out as well. Right. So I'm going to go ahead and do the second one. Just bear with me, folks.
Someone's going to get the I think my favorite card, or at least one of my favorite cards, because I always talk about it, is the dragon. The dragon is so sweet. It's very, very powerful. It has multiple mechanics that line up to make it really, really strong because it has ranged and flying. So it's ranged, airborne, and it does splash damage. So it's like this, like a mobile artillery kind of thing. It's a sweet card. Yeah.
Yeah, the Ancient Dragon's a good one. I like Eric's Curioso is actually in this set.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be in the pre-constructed deck. So if you pull one of those, I would really, really encourage you to look after that card. Obviously, the avatars here are going to be distinct as well. And there's some cards which we removed from the pre-constructed decks. So there's a whole variety of different sort of like areas of collectability here. Basically, if you got these, look after them. That's what I'm going to say. I will sleeve each of these in penny sleeves as well. So just need to make sure that I can distribute these as fairly as possible. Yeah, I'm not going to shuffle everything.
The Eric's Curiosa card is really sweet too. The art is fantastic, and also it's got a cool effect. It like starts in play in one of the corners, and the first person who picks it up gets to draw, I think, 3 cards, something to that effect. It's a really cool card.
It is, yeah. And what I can say, it does feature as one of the Curiosas. It's the only one we've been talking about. The eagle-eyed among you will see that it is a sort of Curiosa card, which is sort of evolving from the sketch, which was picked because it really is thematic in terms of how the game developed as well. So all of the Curios will have some kind of like special meaning to us. Some of those we'll disclose, some of those we won't. But
nice.
Hopefully folks enjoy them.
I have heard from Eric, remember I read it on the Discord, that the Eric's Curiosa card has some references to Path of Exile in it, I believe. He didn't say what they are. So it's that kind of fun stuff that maybe people will discover over time. Not just with that Curiosa, but other ones too.
Eric and his secrets is I couldn't possibly speak on that, so I'm not sure. I think there's things that even I don't know. So yeah. Okay, we're getting there now, folks. Just bear with me. Like I said, I just want to make sure we do this as fairly as possible for everybody.
Yeah, this is going to be sweet. This also makes it so everyone who wins will get a nice assortment of different cards. You won't just get like 7 fire cards or 7 water cards. You'll get a nice little
I
mix.
hope so. Yeah, there may be some clumping, but it's going to be pretty much unavoidable. So we'll see. Just because of the random nature, and certain cards are in multiple different elemental decks, but it should be minimized in the new versions.
Someone's asking about artist proofs. I literally don't know anything about artist proofs at this point. Do you know anything about them, Simon?
Yes, I do. So, right, we reached a conundrum now because I got to the end, and the 2 cards that left over, one of them's an avatar. So this is going to be the 31st person, okay? And what I'll do is I'll put this just at the top here. So basically, they get 2 cards and this. So that's like a special prize winner that we'll do as the last one we pull. Wonderful. Yes, in terms of artist proofs. We really support our artist community. So those will actually be distributed to the artists and they will distribute them. I'm not quite sure on the volumes or the numbers, but these are the kind of things that you want to meet an artist in person or maybe actually reach out to them directly. Every artist will do something different. That said, there are artist proofs available within one of the pledge levels as well, I believe.
Okay.
And that was right at the high end. So they will be out there. They will be in the wild. They won't be out there until the product's pretty much in hand because they'll be at the same print run. So for sure, make sure you follow the artists and look out for those.
Collector Art House says each artist will have 25. So maybe they have some insider
Something
information
like
on that.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure if that's the final number, but yeah, something along those lines. So yeah, you'll need to make sure you follow the artist and make sure they're supported as well. And I'm sure that potentially you could get your hands on one.
Before we get started picking this, one quick question. This might be an easy one or a very difficult one, depending. Simon, the people want to know, what is your favorite artwork so far?
I really like some of the wards.
Oh,
they're very, very nice. Yeah, they'd be nice together. I'm trying to think about
Let me grab one. I think I opened up a ward.
So actually, my favorite artwork, it's not always about the art, it's how you feel about the art. And that's what really is important with art. And some of these cards, when we get to them, I'll be telling you guys which ones I like. There's one in particular I like from this set, and there's another couple that I like in the main set as well. But I'll point them out as we get to them.
Excellent, excellent.
Right. We ready for this then, folks?
Let's do it.
Sorry it's taken so long to get here, but we want to make sure. There we go. Right. I'm going to go ahead now. Back to the spinning wheel. Now, I've got a nasty habit of butchering everyone's names, and you know what? It's too bad. So
I'm really bad at names too, so I understand.
Who's up? This is for this pile here. We have the winner is Harry Vetro. Congratulations.
Harry Vetro.
Now, I haven't put anyone's email on the screen or anything like that. I will be reaching out to people via email on Tuesday to ask for their details. It'll be a Google form that you complete, and that will be for your name, address, and we'll ship it out probably on Wednesday. So that's the plan right now. Bear with us. Kickstarters are busy. Right then, Harry, let's go back to see what you've actually managed to pull. Perfect. This pack here. Again, be really super careful. There we go. Right then. Ooh, you got a good one to start with. You've got Wrath of the Sea.
Ooh,
fantastic looking.
Is that the one that floods everything?
Yes, it is. Yeah, and looking at these cards now and how detailed they are, it's absolutely amazing. I want you guys to see as much of this as possible. These are beautiful, beautiful cards. The digital ones don't do it justice. When they're in hand, it's a whole different experience. So Wrath of the Sea. Second one is Ice Lance. This is a really nasty spell that you can cast and cause a lot of problems, especially if you line everything up. So that's a great pull as well. Oh, yeah. This one.
Good old Sandworm.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Vincent Pompey, that's a fantastic art. And this one here, this is another great card as well. All the hits. Flash Fires is a really fun card.
I gotta say,
have you played this one?
This pile has 2 cards from one of my favorite stories playing Sorcery. Every single time my partner and I played Sorcery, we came away with these stories, and one of them was I was playing the fire deck, she was playing the water deck, and I had Flash Fires out, and it was going around burning things, right? That's what it does. It goes around and it burns different pieces of land, and it can't reburn them. And then she flooded everything. And so we were like, okay, wait, what happens to the flash fires then? Like, did they go out? Because they're now like underwater. And we were like debating, like, do they go out, or is it like they're magic fire, so they continue to burn on top of the fire, like an oil spill or something? Yeah, it's just fun, really fun interactions like that
It is.
really, really sold me on Sorcery. Other than the fantastic art, the game is so much fun to play, and you always walk away with like these stories like this, where the time that my partner Robin flooded the world. Yeah, it's cool stuff.
That's what it's all about. We want this to be a narrative experience when people play. People may have noticed that there's not like a strong prescribed theme. There's not a world. We don't do any world building. So what we encourage people to do is actually build out their adventures, and by doing so, actually it becomes specific to them and the person they're playing against. You're actually creating that story as you go. So no, that's we've done things with Doomsday Device, giving it to camels, and picking up with avatars and doing crazy stuff that. So, but Flashfires is a good one for sure. I think it's the Mega Amoeba, which is a similar kind of thing.
Yes,
that basically absorbs multiple different areas. Anyway, we did press on. So
yes.
You got to say, this. So the Rustic Village. The basic sites actually are very thematic. They follow one another. So I think this one actually creates a panorama. And you've also got Belmont Longbowman, again by the same artist, Andrea Modesti. And then finally, you have the Lone Tower.
Awesome.
Well, you should be pretty happy with that. Let me go ahead. I'll just stay organized here because I don't want to cause any problems. We've got 30 to go through, so hopefully we can get through this as possible. Harry, congratulations. I really hope you enjoy these and you have them for many years to come. Wonderful. Next pile. Let me go ahead and go back to this. I'm going to go ahead and close that out and pick our second winner.
This wheel is crazy. This is a crazy wheel, man.
Yeah, it actually almost crashed it putting all the names in. So who do we have?
Yeah, I could see that.
Sleepy Tommy. Wake up, Sleepy Tommy.
Sleepy Tommy.
Okay, what have we got here then, Sleepy?
He's gonna have to wake up after this.
I'm gonna call him Tommy anyway. Oh wow. Okay, I've just seen what he's got. This first card is a pretty nice one. There we go. Upwelling. This is an exceptional card. Basically, what happens is it unsummons the target site, and everything upon it goes to the owner's hand. Really, really nasty card. You can see it's quite expensive, and you're going to have like these sort of epic moments like that. Let me just go ahead and make sure. Can you see the overhead okay? I'm just double checking.
Yeah, looks good.
Okay.
If you keep your hand right there, it's like pretty centered.
Yeah, because I'm kind of moving backwards and stuff. Right. Another Ice Lance.
Ice Lance is good. There's not a lot of direct damage spells in water, and that one's a good one.
Sandworm. Oh, okay. This is iconic. The Fireball. Really, really nasty. When you're playing a fire deck, you're going to be throwing these out. The Avatar used to cast these. No longer. Fire bolts is the avatar.
It was a little good casting fireballs for free, basically.
It was a lot of fun as well. So yeah. Fantastic. Okay, next up we have a Rustic Village.
Absolute staple.
We're going to see a little bit of this because what's going to happen is that as I shuffle them across, we do have doubles and triples in some of the decks, and so we might see something like this happen. And then finally we have a Lone Tower. Tommy, congratulations. I'll make sure these are packaged for you really nicely. We'll send out information to get your full name and address. Hopefully a real name, otherwise your mailman's going to... So,
I have... It should be fine, probably. I've shipped to people's like internet handles before in giveaways, so it's been fine so far, hopefully.
It's whenever I send my sister anything, I put insults on the front of the envelope, make the postman laugh. So you could do things like that. She doesn't appreciate it very much. Okay, right. Next up, let's go ahead and we're going to close this one out. I'm going to go ahead and pick the next winner. Let me just go to chat here. How is everyone doing this? Yep. Wake up. Good. Very nice.
Yep.
Everyone's enjoying your things.
Yeah.
Okay. Next winner is Table 2.
Tabletop Royale.
Have we got an AA Ron here?
AA Ron. I believe Tabletop Royale did some sorcery videos recently, if my memory
you're right.
serves me.
I will have to double check. Obviously, things are moving very quickly for us, and I've tried to comment on most of the content creator videos. Thank you very much, everybody who does create content for sorcery. We really appreciate it. It's getting the word out and sharing your passion is fantastic. It really makes this project very rewarding. So thank you very much. Hopefully, Mr. Royale, we've got you some good cards. Let's have a look here.
Mr. Royale.
Yeah, Royale with cheese. Let's have a look. Okay. Hopefully there's no cheese in this deck. Right.
Ooh,
Ooh,
that's a really flavorful one. Love this one.
it is the Unland Anger. Unfortunately, we don't have enough time to go through all of the text. I wish
Yeah.
we did, because there's some other stuff happening today. So people may be aware of some news that we're going to drop. Really cool news as well. So want to make sure we keep the tempo up. People don't have all day to look at other people's pulls, but the Gale Sirens, lovely art here. I love Elvira's work. She's done quite a few casts this set as well. So you can see here, the colors really pop.
Oh, the warm and the cool colors, yeah, works really well.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing we're going to be doing is foiling the cards as well. And Eric is actually is committed to doing all 400 by hand. He's going to make sure that he looks for shape, shadow, form, and really make a great job. They're going to be very much the showcase cards. I think foils are 1 in every 4 packs. So
Okay.
I think they take one of the ordinary card slots, I believe. But again, that's not quite final. I just want to give people a feel for what the product might
So
look like.
they're roughly about as rare as a unique card, it sounds like then? 1 in 4?
Yeah, exactly. And obviously they can be uniques as well. So the rarity with multiple.
That's the real spice,
on that.
the foil uniques.
Okay, this card is evil. I've seen people play this. Embelief, one of our developers, likes this one a lot. He likes to move it on Cloud City towards people and then blow it up. So it's a lot of damage. So again, another fireball. That's a fantastic card.
Oh, for sure.
The Royal Bodyguard. You may have seen that we've got some royalty in the game.
It's a pain in the butt to kill, if I remember right.
Yes, absolutely. He's got iron skin, which means basically his toughness is doubled. So basically he's got 3 attack, 6 defense. Ooh, look at this. The Avatar of Earth. This is absolutely beautiful in person. So congratulations, Mr. Royale. You've pulled one of the chase cards here.
One small thing that I really like is that they've added the health and the attack of the avatars. The ones that I have, they didn't have that, and so that's just a really nice like quality of life UI kind of change.
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah.
And then finally, we have the Lone Tower.
The loneliest tower.
It is. Well, they're not that lonely. There's 3 in the deck, I think. One, so maybe they just don't talk anymore. I don't know. Anyway, so congratulations, Tabletop Royale. I really hope you enjoy these. We'll get these out to you as soon as we possibly can. Okay, let's go back to our... There we go. Our prize wheel. It's supposed to make noise, but I couldn't get the noise working on my machine. So if you guys want to imagine what's going on.
Yeah, well, just imagine the fanfare.
Joe Fu.
Joe Fu.
Okay, that's hopefully a real name. But let's see what we do here. Okay, so next up we have Undertow. We started to get into the water sites as well. This is an exceptional one, so you have 3 per deck.
A beautiful artwork.
Oh, this is one of my favorites.
This is a scary one. This is also one that I had to ask Eric many rules questions on because it's a little complicated. It's a sweet card, though. Very, very cool card.
Dan Seagrave has done some fantastic work, and you can see the menacing sort of kraken underneath the water. It's so great to see it in such a small form factor where it's so clear. These cards are actually beautiful cards. I'm very impressed with the quality of these already. Yeah. Wonderful. The horrible sacred scarabs again.
More exploding bugs.
Yep. Oh.
Yo, congratulations.
This is the one you want, guys. Eric's Curiosa. So this does not feature in the 4-element decks anymore. It's been taken out, but it was in this particular product. I would really look after this, actually.
And that actually answers someone's question while he's getting those sleeves. Someone asked if these will be the same as the release decks. Not quite. Mostly, but not quite.
Yeah, I think the what we are looking to do with that is make it more thematic, and sometimes we need to do something. There we go. I've sleeved that one for you as well, just to keep that one extra safe. You should hang on to that one.
It's got to be some of the coolest art, and that's saying a lot. Really. That's saying a lot, really.
There's no. Was it all thriller, no filler in this game?
Yeah.
Everything is like an event. Every card's beautiful. It's so unusual. I'm not going to go on record and say that other card games potentially have different tiers of art, but this is all top tier. This is absolutely fantastic. Okay, we have a rolling boulder, an autumn unicorn, and a thunderbolt.
Nice.
What are the? Yeah, that's fantastic art as well. I like the shadow and the light on the back of the horse rider there.
Yeah, the silhouette's really cool.
Wonderful. Let me go ahead and put those away. So, Mr. Fu, congratulations. You've got some fantastic cards, including the very sought after Eric's Curios. I think there might be one more in this set. I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see. Okay, let's go to the browser again. and we're going to pick the next winner.
I love to see the how do I put this? Not the changes of these decks over time. I'll extrapolate on that after we see the winner.
Okay.
Jackson
Carr.
Nice.
Congratulations. You are a winner. I hope you're feeling good about this. It's great when people are actually on stream. I think we've got a few people. How many people have we got? 170 watching now. Okay. I'm not nervous, I promise.
No, it's all good.
Should have looked at that number. Okay, so Jackson Carr, this is your pile here.
It's just you and I hanging out.
It is, yeah. And it's just a few hundred people watching. That's absolutely
Yeah, it's all
fine.
good. It's all good.
So, Jackson, you have the Undertow.
Beautiful.
Your first card. It is beautiful as well. It really is. Frost Nova.
Ooh,
this is a great card. This is like a board wipe card as well, where you can actually do a tremendous amount of damage. When you're playing the water decks, it incorporates ice elements into it, so it's very, very thematic. But then you can do things like move creatures between aquatic zones very, very easily, and it's a really cool deck to play. It's probably a little bit more of a skill curve than something like your traditional fire deck, but very rewarding. Rollicky Dragonettes.
These are good. This is a good card, actually.
Yeah, and it's iconic artwork by Jeff Easley. Jeff has done some fantastic work for us, and as people know, he's probably done a tremendous amount of work with the Dungeons & Dragons IP in the past. So we're very lucky and very fortunate to have him actually contribute as well.
I'm a huge fan of Jeff Easley's artwork, like legit.
Yeah, absolutely. Drums of Doom. This is a goodie, this one here. This was actually added back in at some point, I think. It replaced another card, but again, this was probably in play testing about 5 months ago. I think it's still in the set. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's one of the cards. That one and the Boulder were not in the decks that he gave me back in like November. So those are some of the cards that I haven't actually played with.
Okay.
By the way, this art. Well, I keep saying this, but this is one of my favorite arts. Seriously, it's so good.
Nuts, guys. It really is.
So good.
You look at these cards. I've got them in hand and thinking, why am I giving these away? These are just so nice.
Just slide it into your pocket.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, the camera's cut out. No, obviously we want to make sure the fans get these. But this is so detailed. The card quality is lovely as well, so I'm super happy about this.
Yeah.
Okay, we have an Autumn Unicorn. Again, by Severin. Severin did the avatar art as well. I think some people are going to be collecting like groups of artists' art cards and have little collections of like the card for each artist. And so we want to encourage that as well, that people actually do follow the artist, as I said previously. And then finally, we have Thunderbolt.
Another Thunderbolt. Nice.
Fantastic. I'm going too high there, so I'll make sure I stay on camera. There we go. Jackson, congratulations. I really hope you enjoy these cards. Are you in chat?
He is.
Have a look.
Jackson is in chat.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, congratulations.
Good. Let me go ahead and put these in here.
Some really cool cards in that pile.
Yep. I think, 30 winners is a lot of winners, guys. So thanks for sticking with us. We'll get through this as possible. We'll try and pick up the paces a little bit as we move through this a touch. So, right. We're going to go back to our winner's wheel. Click here. I hope people aren't disappointed they don't win. I'm always conscious that there's a lot of hype around these things, but we're giving 30 winners. We really hope we can get as many people as possible.
And we have
Shi Yin. So we haven't provided a last name here, but I can find you on our list. Don't worry. Let's see what we have for you today. I'm going to go ahead and go back to the overhead cam. There we go. Ooh.
Oh, nice.
This is a Tide Naiad. So one of the things is that obviously with pronunciation, some of these cards, someone contacted us and with a pronunciation guide of our own cards because I wasn't actually aware of it. And I think Eric wanted to develop this as well. They very kindly went through each of the cards and actually pronounced each card for us. So unfortunately, I haven't referenced that today. So I hope you can read because I'm probably going to butcher the name. But that was very kind of someone to do that for us. Okay, we have Floodplain. Wow, this art, man, it's just nuts. It really is. There we go.
Yeah.
Next up. Oh, this is one of my favorites. I actually like the functionality of this card. This is an Ian Miller card, and Ian's done some very thematic things on other IPs in the past. But things like River of Flame. I think there's the forest, old growth forest as well that he's did. But yeah, this is fantastic. I like this one because it says cast 2 fire spells on your turn. You may move this river to a square up to 3 steps away. Anything with mobility, even though you're building out the realm, these realm cards have some fantastic functionality. So, yeah, that's a great pull.
I also love that they actually added fire threshold to it. The versions that I didn't have any fire threshold, and I was like, why doesn't the River of Fire have fire threshold?
Fantastic. Doomsday Prophet.
This is a good one. This
It
is
You need the
doubles
positional
damage.
card.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, you want to put them close to a spellcaster.
Yeah.
So, it can get really nasty. If you play this, I would advise when you play something like this, actually play it late game, and then position it in such a way that you can then go through and do the burst damage. Because basically, it's only got one defense. You can wipe them out very easily with ball clear or something like that.
I was about to say, I don't think I've ever not killed my own Doomsday Prophet. I think every time I played him, every single time, I always end up killing him because I'm just going to fireball right in front of his face and just blow up everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Good. The Queen of Midlands.
Ooh, this is a nice
the Queen has a king as well, but this is great. The Royal Bodyguard interacts with these cards. So at the start of this turn, if the Queen occupies one of the two middle locations and is uncontested by an enemy on its side, draw a card. Card draw is really helpful with this. You don't have a few cards in your hand at a time, so using sort of techniques like this, it can give you a lot more options late game. So that's a fantastic card.
The Royal package is really good.
Yeah, absolutely. Autumn Unicorn, we've seen this one previously, and you have a Thunderbolt.
Nice.
Cheyenne, congratulations. I really hope you enjoy your cards. We'll get these out to you as soon as we can.
I love that everyone's getting, I think this is just how it is because of the way you just pile stack these.
It is, yeah.
Everyone's getting some like spicy stuff. Like every one of these has some like really nice cards.
I just didn't want to shuffle the cards because it just, these being what they are, I didn't want to do any damage to them. So,
yep.
And anyway, let's go back to select our next winner. Sorry, excuse me. Next up, drum roll, please. We have getting close.
Let's see.
Bart Riddle.
Bart Riddle.
Congratulations, Bart. See what we've managed to pull for you today. Do it here. Fantastic. Anybody who's just joined, we're actually pulling sample cards from the 4 Elements decks within Sorcery. Just to show you the box real quick. This is not the final product. You can see here. This is what we're pulling from. And there's 4 different avatar decks within. And what we're doing is distributing the cards into 30 piles. So basically, we're going to give these to 30 different winners on stream.
Yeah. And some people are talking about some news that just dropped. We will talk about that a little bit later. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Yeah. But we'll do the giveaway first. We're going to focusing on people's cards. We'll talk about the other stuff later. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, it is the news. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Tynats. We have Floodplain. Grimland Nomads. This is a great card.
I actually really love this card.
Additional movement is fantastic.
And it has fire immunity, so you can launch all your fire spells, like your Cone of Fire and your fireballs, with impunity and not have to worry about killing your own dudes.
Yeah. I see Bart's in chat. Congratulations, Bart.
Yeah.
I love this card.
Cornerstone? Yeah.
Yeah. So the ability with this one is you can put it in any corner, not just the ones close to you. So you can actually go ahead and actually put that across your opponent's corner and start tactically sort of attacking them from that side. The downside, however, if it's exposed and not defended, then what can happen is that enemy avatar and enemy minions can attack that as well. So you have to use it carefully. But I think this is going to be one of the staples of maybe deck building. People are going to use things like this.
Could be a really sweet like aggro card for sure.
Absolutely. Quagmire. Again, this art, I could spend hours showing everyone this art, and I'm sorry to rage through this, but hopefully I'll hold it still as possible so you can pause if you want to look back at the stream.
I also love the range. Like if you compare Cornerstone to the Quagmire, like I love how Eric just lets the artists kind of, use their own styles more than just keeping into like the, more congruous world. It makes it feel makes each piece feel really unique and special. Yeah.
Brian Smith is one of my favorite artists in this, and I don't really want to have a favorite, but if Brian's art is not for me about the way it looks, it's the way it feels and everything that goes into it. He's done a few different things here, and this one, Atlas Wanderers, is one of Eric's. I think Eric's got the artwork for this. It's a very, very cool sort of like a immersive sort of piece that you really feel as well. So yeah, it's also pretty nasty as well.
It's very flavorful. Yeah.
This Titan deals 7 damage on the site in front of it. Yeah, you're going to get a pounding for that. And then finally, you have the Kite Archer.
Nice.
Just a fantastic looking card as well by Vincent Pompetti. Wonderful. Bart, congratulations. We'll get these over to you as soon as we can.
And
I'm sure
Simon mentioned earlier he's looking to ship them around Tuesday, I believe.
Yeah, I think I'm going to send notifications out on Tuesday and hopefully try and get them out Wednesday. You know, this kind of thing is always so challenging, but I've got the Kickstarter to manage as well. But I'll do the best I can for folks. So I'll certainly keep you in the loop as to what's happening. Okay, let's go back to our browser. I'm going to go ahead and close this and select our next winner.
Someone says Brian Smith is their favorite. I personally don't have a favorite. It's really hard to choose. I mean, Dan Seagrave is awesome. Jeff Easley, Melissa Benson. Ooh, we have
Andrea
Pereira.
Yeah, I think so. Obviously, so there's formatting of your name. We do have your correct name. It's converted the characters over. So let's see what you've pulled.
Still haven't seen the dragon yet. So someo's about bound to get that dragon.
Don't wake the dragon. So
yeah,
you got the tadpole pool. The tadpole pool goes with the frog tokens, which are in this mini deck. So basically, you'll go ahead and you'll create 3 0-power frogs.
Little frogs. Look at these little frogs.
Next up, we have Flood. A fantastic looking card.
One.
Another Remnant Nomads. Another Cornerstone.
Beautiful.
Quagmire. Nice Atlas cards here. They're fantastic.
Yeah.
Amazon Warriors.
I love the art in this one.
Elvira did some fantastic work here. Oh, this one is a nice one.
What is
the
this
Hounds
one?
of Undor.
Oh,
so
yes.
This is the one which has Airborne, Void Walk, Burrowing, Submerge, Nearby Stealth is negated. This is a hunter card. You can do anything. Basically, you're going to chase people down with 5 power there. You're going to do some really cool stuff with that. It is quite expensive, and you do need to have quite an high air threshold as well. But certainly, this is what the art is absolutely fantastic. So, fantastic. Andrea, I'm really glad you pulled those cards. Thank you very much for entering. I'll get those over to you as soon as we can. Make sure they're securely here. Again, each one will be penny sleeved, so there'll be no damage to them as best I can make sure. Okay.
Someone says, basically, whichever card is in front is my favorite. Yeah,
That's the way it is. Yeah, exactly. It's like, I love this one. I love this one as well. It's great. It's 400 cards, guys. That's so many in a set like this.
I have all these favorites that are just based off of these stories that I've experienced, Let's see who the winner is, though.
Philip Martin. Phil said, now it will be my name. We've got a Philip. Hopefully that's you, Phil. Congratulations.
That would be insane, by the way, if it was, because there are a lot of entries on here.
There is, like over 700.
Yeah.
I'm concerned about time travel now, so we'll have to wait and see if it is the same Phil.
Yeah.
Good.
Prognosticator, Phil, yeah.
Let's go ahead and take a look at these. Ooh, let's make sure I can grab them. My microphone's in the way, so excuse me. Ooh, Swan Maidens, one of my favorite cards. Again, everyone's a favorite for me, but the artwork on this is fantastic. And this is really a staple of like the water deck as well. So that's a great pull.
Oh, nice.
Now this one actually is probably one upset a little bit here, but you've got an Eric's Curios. I believe that's the second one, and that's the last one in these particular pre-constructed decks. So congratulations, Phil. You've got a wonderful card. Please treasure this. There's not very many of these in the wild.
And like we mentioned before, those will not be in the pre-constructed Kickstarter decks.
Correct. Although Eric's Curiosa will feature in the booster box set, so it will be I think it is a unique card. Remote Desert.
Do a little damage,
Absolutely. When you play this, what happens is you do 1 damage to a nearby target. It's really nasty when you ping things like that. It really adds up over time. So if you're playing against fire, you need to start basically outmaneuvering your opponent very quickly.
You can play Cornerstone and then start playing your deserts and pinging your opponent's avatar.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But then also bear in mind, if you have exposed territory, then any enemy minions can attack it. We've got Clamor Harpies.
Very nice. More Quagmires.
More Quagmires. You have more Amazon Warriors.
Ooh, I love the art on this one. Yeah. It's so sweet.
So this one's crazy because what this does, you can see at the bottom here. At the start of your turn, determine a random location by rolling D20. Teleport this haunt here. Now, this is both good and bad. You're going to have real fun with this, and you're going to basically hate yourself for it sometimes because it can be very inconvenient for you. But overall, this is the kind of thematic thing. We want these events to happen, the unpredictability to be in the game. Obviously, we want to reward skill, But at the same time, when you're deck building, would you want to use something like this? Maybe this is more of a narrative card you want to play against. So yeah, the artwork is absolutely fantastic. Justy does some amazing work, and he's contributed quite a few casts to this set. So good pull. What I'm going to do, before I forget, I'm just going to sleeve the Eric's Curiosa for you.
Yeah.
Make sure that's nice and safe.
Well, Simon does that. I have a story with that haunt card. So when Eric sent me the prototype decks and the playmat, he was concerned about the dice roll random mechanics. And so what he did is he wrote by hand on the playmat that he sent me numbers in each of the squares. So my playmat has like Eric's handwriting in like marker for all of the squares, 1 through 20. So when you roll the dice, you can know which one it goes to, because it applies to more than just that card. I think Grim Reaper also does a random dice roll kind of thing too. So
right.
Yeah, I thought it was
That's
really
awesome.
funny.
I have to get to write on mine as well.
Yeah.
So, right. Next winner. We're getting down to it now. We're almost a third of the way through. Thanks for sticking with us, guys. I don't want to draw this out too much, but I want to make sure you guys see as many cards as possible. The next winner is...
Let's see. Lucas
Denzel.
Nice.
Congratulations, Lucas. What we're going to see now is which cards you've managed to pull. Go to this pile here.
They were like a third of the way.
Yeah, we'll pick up the pace a bit, because I'm sure people have got busy days. So we have the Swamp Buffalo. Dodge roll. This is a key card. You're going to be using this a lot.
It's really sweet.
We have the Remote Desert.
More Clamor Harpies.
Clamor Harpies. Ooh, that Pudge Butcher.
Love this one.
This one's evil. This is anyway, to make sure it's okay on stream. But you can see here that what you can do is you can hook your opponent or another minion towards it as well, which can actually multiply the damage. This one here, again, another Jeff Easley, the Waypoint Portal. I can tell you right now, I think this one's going to look fantastic in foil. So this is
for sure.
Good. And we have another Headless Haunt.
Yeah. Strong card, random though.
Right, we are now 1/3 of the way through, folks. So I hope you're enjoying the stream. Unfortunately, we kind of have to sort of manage the pools and everything while we explain it. So we'll do the best we can to get through this as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Congrats to whoever won that, by the way. Pudge Butcher is a sweet card. It's like one of my favorites, I think. It's really cool. Let's see.
What have we got now?
I love it. Just Jeremiah, go.
You go, Jeremiah. What have we got for you today? Let's have a look.
Someone asked, is this going to be a 10-hour stream? No.
No, we're going to try and get through this. Don't worry. So, Swamp Buffalo.
Another dodge roll.
Dodge roll. Remote Desert. Okay, we'll take a little bit on the Cerberus and Change. This is a great card because basically it's bound to a specific location. Now, what can happen is that if you destroy the site that's on, it becomes unbound and it unleashes it into play. It's very, very powerful, but you notice that the play cost is only at 4 here. So it has some restrictions, but if you could work another card, maybe to work in conjunction with this, you unlock Cerberus and he can go around the board and pretty much kill everything. So very cool card. Pudge Butcher. You've certainly got the thematic cards that are both together there.
Yeah, very.
You've got...
Ooh, what's this?
Updraft Ridge. Nearby airborne minions has movement +2 until the end of the turn. What a great card. That's fantastic. And the artwork, again, is absolutely astounding. There we go.
This is the one I was talking about. Yeah. This card's sweet.
It is, and I think that I'm going to be wanting to build a Void Walk deck. I think that's going to be my thing. You know, those kind of edgy, sort of like death type cards. That's my thing. So hopefully I'll build a deck. This one is unique, however, so you only get one of those in your deck. Jeremiah, congratulations.
Yeah. I think just getting uniques, that's going to be my first goal, is just getting all of the cool uniques that I want to build decks with. Because those are the really like spicy, flavorful ones, and I know I'm just going to want to build decks around a lot of them.
They're sort of the impact of the defining cards, normally with the uniques, that you will probably build into, and that would be the archetype that you actually create.
Yeah.
Okay, next up. I know this one's a good one because I just saw one of the cards.
Ooh.
I think maybe people at home did. But we are pulling people at random.
We have Polly.
Polly. Congratulations. Now let's see what you have here.
Sounds real spicy.
Summer River.
I love the rivers.
Fantastic.
They're good. They let you kind of scry if you're familiar with Magic.
And there's only 3 variations of the basic sites. However, we introduced a 4th, which is exclusive to Kickstarter, which is the Winter River. So we actually have a foil version of that available as well. But typically there's only 3. We kind of thought to ourselves, but there's 4 seasons, doesn't make any sense. So we added it as a stretch goal to the Kickstarter.
That does make sense. This is a sweet one too.
Bolivian Kraken. Yep, absolutely. This is one of your big hitters here, again by Dan Seagrave. He actually did that other one we saw earlier, which was Upwelling, I think it was. I can't retrieve the card now, but I think it basically had a similar picture on there. Okay, Red Desert. Ping your opponent, and then here we go. The Avatar of Fire. What a beautiful card. Hope you really enjoy this.
Absolutely.
Mountain Giant.
This card's crazy.
This is kind of nuts. It features in the trailer, but we're basically, if you've got one of the frogs, you can swallow it whole. So it occupies 4 sites. So what you can do is you can put it like at an intersection of 2 lines, and that will actually work there. Actually, just seeing the cards on the playmat, I'm jealous. I really want to use these myself. But
it also has the downside of occupying 4 sites, so it'll eat all of the AoE spells. So if you fireball it, it'll eat all the damage from all 4 squares. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not going to have a good time. So hopefully you can use that effectively. Updraft Ridge, and then finally the Great Wall.
This is
the Great Wall, which some people are unfairly calling me that for some reason, because I think we have an issue with spoilers and releasing information. I'm just a little bit guarded. So there we go. You have the Great Wall for yourself, Polly. I really hope you enjoy these cards.
Yeah, you got some really cool ones for sure. Especially that Kraken, man. That Kraken's really sweet.
And let's not forget one of the avatars, the Avatar.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
One of my favorites. So yeah.
I think it might be. I'm trying to think. It no longer casts Fireball, so it's not as like completely
it's
crazy
now. I think.
Yeah.
We'll go ahead and
still really cool
real quick.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So, what does everyone think of the news? I'm sure by now that everyone probably sees something that maybe happened recently. So, I'll be talking about that towards the end of the stream. Maybe give you guys a quick preview.
It seemed that people were pretty excited. Yeah.
Rightfully so. Aaron Fletcher, you need to be excited now because you're our next winner. Let's see what you have.
There's still a dragon out there.
There is. Well, hopefully. I think there is, yeah. Fingers crossed. Keep talking it up, but hopefully there's one in here. We have Summer River, the Deep Sea Mermaids.
Oh, nice. Love the colors on that.
Yeah, the colors are really vibrant on these cards. We have Red Desert. And you have Arid Desert, so that's nice. You've got 2 counterpart cards together. And you've got the Midland Army. Now, Tony has put a lot of thought into this particular painting, and I believe that he's actually looking to hold a competition for one of the prints.
Nice.
We'll have details on the website, and I think that Collector Art House is actually working with Tony for that. So what we'll do is when the update's available, we'll go ahead and promote that so people can actually go ahead and potentially win one of the prints there. Thunderstorm. Wow, that's crazy. So much going on here. It really is. And just to think, that's actually a real painting somewhere that someone has. This is incredible.
Imagine that in foil too.
Yep. The Grandmaster Wizard. This for me is classic art. I love the card. I love the expression. I love the fact that he's like doing some kind of incantation there. But the best of it, I love the owl. That makes the whole card real for me. So
that it just looks like you could find that in like an old D&D book, you know.
But you can see here, can't do any damage, 0 power. So yeah, he's going to get blown over pretty quickly. But to draw 3 spells at the start of a turn is pretty potent. So a fantastic card. Well done, Aaron. I really hope you enjoy these cards.
Or as we said earlier, Aaron.
Yes, exactly. I'm sorry I'm butchering people's names. I'm trying my hardest here, but yeah, I don't quite know how to pronounce all this, especially things like Discord handles can be quite challenging as well.
Yeah. Yep.
Apologies in advance. We had a Q&A recently where we did terribly at that, so people still laugh about it.
Oh yeah,
right.
I'm sure it's all good. All right, let's see whose name we will butcher next.
Okay, please be easy. Matthew Garner, thank you very much for having a very reasonable name. Congratulations. What we're going to do is we're going to show you what you've pulled. I can see you've got a few Atlas cards here, so this is a pretty cool pile. First of all,
Let's see.
you have the Summer River. Then we have the Deep Sea Mermaids. You have a Red Desert,
Nice. Got the rivers and the deserts.
Arid Desert, Land Surveyor. I like this kind of card. Just to draw a site is really helpful because it allows you then to play a site with Avatar rather than to have to tap back. So that kind of cards, this is going to be a staple. I think you're going to play a few of these.
100%. Card advantage is so good.
It really is. Spillage is what a fantastic illustration as well.
It's super flavorful too, right? Like it can't move; it just has to sit in one spot and.
Yeah. But basically, it wants a tower. So you have a tower. It's there. Again, just thematically, it feels great.
Yeah, it's the lich at the top of the tower. It's so cool. There you go.
You got your tower as well. So basically, you can live there.
That's actually perfect. Yeah. Nice.
Wonderful. Matthew, congratulations on your pulls.
Yeah, congratulations.
I am being as careful as I possibly can. I know you guys are collectors, and I know you really like to have this stuff. So just bear with me when I make sure it's very secure. Okay. Next winner. What we're going to do now is...
Someone asks, is the game good? I've never seen it played. It looks interesting. The game is fantastic. I think it's one of the most fun games I've ever played. And I know Team Covenant recently did like a pretty deep gameplay stream of it. I would recommend watching that. Yeah.
Perfect. Now, I anticipate this might happen. Some people have used their names, people like Prince and Madonna. We've got Joseph here. Now, this particular winner only typed Joseph for their name. So if you typed in Joseph Smith or Joseph Brown, it's not you. It's the person who typed just Joseph. So I want to make that really, really clear, okay? So congratulations, Joseph Blank. We'll make sure that you get your stuff and we'll hopefully get your full details. So go ahead and move back to the overhead.
It'll be more obvious when you get the email on like Tuesday or whatever.
And apologies to all the other Josephs out there. Like I said, if you put your last name in, it's not you. It's only, like I said, Joseph. Spring River.
Nice. Ooh, Melissa Benson.
One of your favorites. Yeah.
Yep. Immediately recognizable Melissa Benson art.
It's iconic already in the game. I know, obviously, she's had such an illustrious career, but to actually see this within this game as well, and the cards be instantly recognizable, it's fantastic. It's great because when you play the game, it's very, very visual because obviously a lot of artwork, but you can actually distinguish where your cards are, what they do, and even if you just see a quarter of that, you can actually figure out that was that card. So, I mean, wonderful card.
Melissa Benson, like when Eric first pitched it to me, I saw the art, I saw Melissa Benson, and I'm like, I'm in. Like, I'm just like. Normally, I kind of like, is it worth my time to cover it? And I just saw Melissa Benson, and I'm like, done. Send me some stuff. I want to play. Yeah.
I think everyone has their favorite, and again, that's such a great sort of entry point into the game as well. That you've got a favorite artist from vintage games from many years ago. We have people who could do a metal band. Sort of album covers. There's a whole variety of different artists. Okay. Rattlesnakes. I love this card because I love how dark and sort of ominous it is because it's very shadowed like a pit of snakes, but you have that snake there. It's a great looking card. The stream really doesn't do justice to them, so when you get them in hand, I really hope you enjoy them. An Arid Desert.
Nice.
Here we go.
This
King
is a good
of the
one.
Realm. This is a juicy one. That's really good.
This one, the first time I read it, I'm like, that's kind of good. And by kind of good, I mean that a little ironically. It's kind of busted. It's so good.
Yeah, it is. Especially other mortals gain 2 power. You control all mortals in play. Includes your opponent as well. So everyone suddenly turns to you. The king's the guy. So you can take him out pretty easily. But even so, it's just a great thematic card. One thing I noticed about these cards as well, that the formatting is different. Eric has taken care to go back and center everything and make sure that the text is consistent everywhere else. So the formatting of some of these might be different from the final cards as well.
That's one thing I really love about this, that care to detail, because I've seen good art in other card games, but the formatting is really bad. And like either, some text box is covering something or it's not properly centered. I think that it's that level of detail in all aspects of this game that makes it like really special.
Absolutely. The Spectral Stalker.
Great
art. Void Walk minion. Yeah, absolutely great art by Jeff Easley. You have the Gothic Tower as your final pull.
Nice.
Joseph, congratulations. I really hope you enjoy these cards. And you know what? If they're on eBay, we know who it is.
Yeah. Well, it could be any one of these 30, I guess.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, we're giving them away in sort of different arrangements so we can track you down. No, seriously, it's up to you guys what you do with them, but I would really encourage you to hang on to these. We've had tremendous reception, both from consumers and also within the industry itself. So yeah, please make sure that you do value these, because I think you're going to really want to hang on to them.
I can tell you from my side, I cover a lot of games. I've never seen a game have this much initial excitement. Period.
Right.
That's just it. Yeah.
What's important, we don't want it to be hype either. We want to basically
Yeah.
walk into this and ease into this very, very carefully. We want to be very transparent with folks. We're not trying to hype this to the moon. That's not our style. This is a long-term project for us, and it's Eric's passion project. It needs to be done right over the right period of time. But we have Christian Were.
Nice.
That's a winner. Congratulations, Christian. Let's see what we've got for you.
Yeah. I think
we're getting through about halfway now.
I think it being a passion project really shows. It's,
absolutely, yeah,
100%.
That's why I got involved with the project, because it was so clear that it was something which is more of an initiative than it was just getting the job done. There's a lot behind the scenes going on. Go ahead. Spring River. No, go ahead. Sorry, Carl.
I was just saying, it's one of those things. It's one of those projects that it felt like a once in a lifetime thing when he approached me and I saw it, and I'm just like, I need to be a part of this. I love everything about it, and even if other people don't see it, which I'm glad everyone here does, but I'm just like, I need to be a part of this. It's so awesome. Yeah.
Okay. Just to answer a question. Someone said, is this for Patreons only? No, we don't have a Patreon. That's not our model at all. This is just basically sample product that we had, which we put a link up, and anyone could have entered it. So apologies if you might have missed that. We did put it on our socials, but this is just anybody could enter and win these sample cards.
Yep. I tweeted about it and shared it on here, but unfortunately, I don't have as big of a reach as I would like, but I'm glad, we had 800 entries, something like that. 700, 800.
We got a few people entered, so we've only got a few cards to give out, unfortunately. Oh, here we go.
There we go. Love it.
This is the one.
Absolutely.
I'll use this one as my avatar.
Love it. I have not in person, but I've seen a picture of this actual art, and it is awesome. I love this one. This has got to be one of my favorite cards in the entire game right now.
And it is an elite as well. So basically, you can have two in a deck. So using two of these and actually having that consistency in the deck is going to be quite important. It's a big hitter. You're really going to love that. And also, it does have splash damage. So that 5 power can be applied at scale.
Yeah, sweet, super sweet. Congratulations on that one.
That's Christian. Yeah, Humble Village. We have another Spectral Stalker.
Very nice.
And finally, a Gothic Tower. You can see that for the basic lands, we have 3 different types for each one. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put those in a protective sleeve. Again, all of these will be in penny sleeves, so there'll be no damage, and they'll put in something so they don't move around in the packaging. I'll do best that I can to make sure they get to you safely. Okay, next up. Getting through it now.
Let's see.
Our next winner is
Dante
Barbetti.
Nice.
Congratulations. Let's see what cards we have for you today.
We're a little over halfway done, it looks like.
Yep. Spring River.
Oh, Bullfrog is sweet because it can eat basically anything, and eating a mountain giant or a dragon is just hilarious.
Absolutely. Can you pronounce the first part of that for me?
It's Brobdingnag Bullfrog, something like that.
Yeah, no, you got it right. Yeah, I always struggle with that one as well. Again, that was in the trailer that we have for the campaign.
It's a great one.
The Raul Dromedary. These are really cool cards as well. I've played with I think it was the Doomsday device with this particular card, and that was a lot of fun. I think Eric's got a story on this. And
this card's sick too.
The Ray Tennis Titan. Again, it's a Tony. What is it?
So that's the word that I can't pronounce.
That's the one. Yeah.
I recognize the name and I recognize the art, but I can't pronounce his name. It's like Skuzled. I can't do it.
It's Skuzlud. I'm Tony. I apologize, dude. I'm really sorry that I can't pronounce your last name. I'll make sure that I get that right next time. So
your art is phenomenal, brilliant.
Absolutely.
That's so good.
We have Humble Village.
Nice. Ooh.
Snow Leopard. Just fantastic looking art. The way the reason I love this one is if you look all around the leopard, it's very, very sort of highlighted. We can do a lot of things when we fold cards like this. But again, the foiling is not going to be oppressive or overpowering. It's going to be very subtle. Oh, here we go.
Yo, this one's sweet too.
This is the card. Doomsday Device. You probably heard a lot of stories about this. This is certainly a defining card in any deck, but I can tell you right now, you think you're going to be able to use this to best effect, your opponent's going to disagree with you. This is a relic, so...
Oh, go ahead. I'm trying to find a
No,
card.
it means that basically the other minions can pick it up too. So be really careful when you use this. I stupidly put it on an avatar once, and then I realised I had no way of going and just blew him up.
It's a good way to kill yourself. I'm trying to find a card that I opened in the booster packs that Eric sent me. It's basically like a body swap thing where you can swap one of your cards, like one of your units, with any one of your opponent's units. So you can give the Doomsday Device to that unit and then play the card and swap it right into their base. Like,
absolutely. And you got 3 turns before it goes off. So if you time it right, then it could be do a lot of damage to your opponent. Fantastic.
Yeah, it's really sweet.
Dante, congratulations on your pulls. I hope you're here today.
Yeah, I hope so too. That Doomsday Device is like a really sweet pull, like legitimately.
Yeah. The Cameron and Doomsday Device being in the same group here is a great sort of a compliment to one another. Cool. Right then, we'll go back to the browser. We're going to pick our next winner.
By the way, congratulations to everyone so far. Let's see who this next winner is.
Liz Miller.
Nice.
Congratulations, Liz. Let's see what we have for you. Again, this is actually a prototype of the playmat below this as well. So you can see kind of the scale and size of it. It's quite expansive. It's not huge, but this is actually the 2-player playmat. So someone was opposing me, and you can place your sides and your spells and minions there on the side. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. One of my favorites. I just love the characterization here. I just love the fact that this guy's getting attacked by crabs. Why hasn't he got any shoes on? What's been happening to him? How did he get in this situation?
He's just chilling at the beach, chilling at the beach, and then bam, he gets attacked.
I think so. I'm not sure what he's got in his bag though. Is it? It looks like he's got Oreos in his bag. I don't know.
Maybe he's picking up coins, or I don't know, at the beach. I don't know what he's doing, but I love that the crabs can only move sideways. That is it is so good.
Fantastic. Again, you have the bullfrog.
Nice.
Fantastic card. Swallow any other minion. We've got the Raul Dromedary again.
Good old camel. We
have the wild boars.
Very ominous, threatening boars.
Absolutely. The humble village. I just love this art. I want a full play set of those and just basically arrange them together. We have a snow leopard again.
Nice.
And finally, this is my favorite piece of art. I absolutely love Brian Smith's work, and this is one of the pieces that I have. So I just think this is so distinctive in terms of the function within the game itself. It is quite powerful as well. So this may not be the final what we see here, but for me, this is one of the defining cards. It is an elite relic rather than a unique one, but you have a lot of fun with this, and you can basically accelerate a game very, very quickly. There is a counterpart, which is Angel's Egg as well. Yeah. So basically that has an opposite effect, which is to heal rather than to lose life.
I have won a game with the Devil's Egg. What's really important though in Sorcery is the Death's Door mechanic. So even if you're able to get your opponent to 0 with the egg, you still have to deal a final death blow.
Absolutely, and it does so much work, but you actually got to finish off the avatar as well.
Yep.
Wonderful, Liz. I'm jealous. Congratulations on those cards. I hope you find them very special for you. Okay, next up. On the home stretch now, guys. Thank you for being so patient. I know this is a long stream, but there's a lot to get through here. Yeah. Next up, we have Will Hutton. Congratulations, Will. Let's see what cards we have for you.
We got
Sea Serpent.
Good old Sea Serpent.
Fantastic. Oh, wow. The Avatar of Water to go with this. What a fantastic sort of piece of art as well. This is one of our top-end pledges to get to the real artwork for this, but that's a fantastic card. There's not very many of these in the wild, so congratulations on that.
Yeah, those avatars are awesome.
This is a cool card. It's one of my favorites.
Kobolds, yeah.
Kobold. So basically what happens is that at the end of your turn, these kobolds must deal 3 damage to a nearby minion. So this can be really problematic for you as well. So we put them in the place. Basically, they get so annoyed that they either fight someone against them or is someone that's friendly to them as well. But a very, very cool card. A lot of fun with this one as well. We have Wild Boars. the House
Ooh,
on Bannerman.
this is a good one too. Pumps your whole team, I think, or nearby, right?
Nearby ones, yeah,
Yeah.
they get +1 power. Yeah.
Really good.
We have the Sling Pixies. Again, I love the way that there's so many different varieties of art here. These are airborne range +1. They're only small ones, but they're going to go ahead and ding you all the time. These Pixies are immune to minions with a power 4 or greater.
Yeah.
So they're going to be a constant annoyance, something that's going to be buzzing around your larger minions' heads.
It's a great card to sneak in and deal damage to unprotected land, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I've seen that used to great effect. And then we have a Dead of Night Demon.
Nice.
Just ominous, just great looking art. Hopefully that's clear. I'm having issues with focus there. Hopefully people can see the cards clearly.
I think you're good now.
Okay, fantastic. Wonderful. Will, congratulations on your pulls.
Sneaky Demon.
We are, let's have a look here. We've got 11 and then we've got the last, so we've basically got 12 left.
Excellent.
Okay.
I do love that
Right.
everyone's getting like some spicy stuff in all of them, even though it's been random. It's been really sweet.
I thought to myself, just give one box away, but that doesn't really help most people, and it feels bad. So we want to distribute those. It takes a bit longer, but it is worth it for everybody.
Yeah.
Right.
Gotta share the love to Patrick Gillis,
I think. Yeah. Congratulations, Patrick.
or it could be like
for you today.
Giles or Giles. Could be those too. I'm not sure. I'm really bad with names.
I think it's Gillis. Yeah. Again, you were speaking to the wrong person if you think I'm going to get this right. I'm on record already with butchering people's names, so yeah. Again, apologies. Sea Serpent, first of all.
Excellent.
Then you have the Autumn River.
Yep.
The Petrosian Cavalry.
Oh yeah, these are the speedy ones that can attack immediately.
Yeah.
Really, really cool cards.
We have Vantage Hills. Frontier Settlers.
I do remember I remember this card. This is one that was like, I had a lot of questions about how to properly play this card. It's a tricky one.
I think we've seen some of that with some of the text. So the aim when we design the game is to keep things as flavorful but as simple as possible. And so when we have interactions like that, we're going to be looking to simplify things as best possible. But also bear in mind that the art, the title, and the flavor text, and even the abilities themselves are all tied together. They feel like the art looks when you play them.
Oh, 100%. Ooh,
Roaming Monster.
I love the art in this one too. Is it Jeff Easley, I think? Or is it
yes,
Dan?
It is,
Dan
yes.
Seagrave? Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Summon this monster on any side. And you can see here that the flavor text says out of the blue. And it's a coincidence that the back of it was blue. So Eric put that flavor text on. But again,
Nice.
A great card.
Nice.
And then finally, we have Dark Tower. Wonderful. Patrick, congratulations. I really hope you enjoy your cards. We're down to the last 10, and then we have the special one at the end.
And just in case folks were wondering, you see so many rivers, towns, and towers and deserts, and that's because there are 3 different names, so you can actually have multiple copies of each of the different named versions of those, if you're wondering why a lot of towers are popping up and that kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
Adrian
Van Riswick. Hopefully,
Nice.
I think I got that right. That sounds about right. Congratulations, Adrian. Let's see what cards you've managed to pull. We're going to go to the third row now, right all the way over here. So let's see what we have. Another Sea Serpent. Just great art. I keep saying, I'm sorry if I keep going on about the art, but it's really defining. You guys can't see these in person. When you've got them in your hand, it's just not comparable to other stuff. The fact that it is a physical painting really sort of illuminates the cards. It just feels different. So you guys are going to love these.
It's going to be so sweet when people start getting like their Kickstarter stuff and they're able to play with the cards. I believe it's one of the most fun games that I've played in a very, very long time. So I can't wait for other people to actually, play in paper too.
Well, I'm glad you enjoy it. There's a lot of effort gone into it, but I think if you wanted to play today, I would encourage people to go to the Discord, because we actually host a print and play version of the game there, in addition to having a tabletop simulator mod. So you can actually play evolved versions of these decks against opponents. It's quite a lively community, and people will take the time to take you through it as well. So if you really want to get into this, please go ahead, join the Discord, and be part of that community.
The art house, or one of the art houses, says, "quote one of my favorite cards." Yes, there are many favorite cards. I think for both myself and Simon.
Right, we're going to stop saying that now, okay? Because they're all favorites, and It's so hard.
There's so
When
many
you
good
get the
ones too.
scholarship. It really is.
That's another thing. Like even though these are like starter quote starter cards, there's so many like good, flavorful, just awesome cards here. Yeah.
Absolutely. So we got Vantage Hills. We have the Frontier Settlers. One thing I didn't realize when I started this off is how uncomfortable it is to hold your hands up for a whole hour with cards under camera. And
Yep.
it really hurts your back. So yeah.
If you ever someone
want
like
to
me
do this again.
who's done many like booster box openings, you'll get to a point where you can position the camera and then rest your arms like kind of
Yep.
on the table so you don't have to keep holding them up.
Next time I'll be doing that. If we have a next time, like I said, these are super rare. So,
Yeah.
Plume Pegasus. Again, Melissa Benson's artwork.
Immediately
Wonderful.
recognizable. Yeah.
And then finally, you have a Dark Tower. Adrian, congratulations. I really hope you enjoy these cards.
Yeah, just awesome stuff.
Absolutely.
We do have a couple questions. Someone's asking about the 1 million stretch goal and if anything's been announced. I don't believe so.
So the 1 million stretch goal was the Curiosus, which we're adding. We were waiting on a special news release. Once we get beyond that, we'll be announcing the next stretch goal. So that will be something we're going to be doing. But right now, we're just letting this news settle. There's been quite a lot of sort of things happening in the last hour or so. And once we've done that, then normal service will be resumed. And we'll be talking about what our backers can expect next. We have Aaron Park. Congratulations.
Second Aaron of the day.
Been waiting for that. Yeah, let's see what you've pulled. Fantastic. Do we have an Aaron in chat?
There was an Aaron earlier, but I don't know if it's this Aaron. So I don't know.
Right. Bart says, I know people who stand to do these videos. I tell you what, they're rock stars. They've probably got like rock hard abs because I'm struggling. So first up, Riptide.
Nice.
We have the Autumn River. Ogre Goons.
Yep. These are the ones that have to attack every single turn.
That's right, yeah.
Ooh, Gorgons.
Stone Gaze Gorgons. These are elite. These are fantastic. Adjacent minions are petrified. They lose all abilities and can't fight or move. So basically,
I was going to say, including your own.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. So you've got to be very careful when you play things like that. It is an expensive card, however.
Yeah.
Entangled Terrain. You know what I'm going to say about the art here, guys.
It's so good.
This is a great. There's an ordinary card as well. So you play this one at an intersection of 2 or 4 sites. Minions in the affected sites are grounded and can't move. This talks about our grounded. It talks about we've got the different levels within the board as well. So things can be submerged, things can be flying. But this actually brings your opponent's sort of flying cards back down to earth as well, so they can be attacked.
Ooh,
and then we have
Melissa Benson,
Pegasus, and finally a Dark Tower.
Nice.
Aaron, congratulations! I really hope you enjoy your cards.
I love the submerge mechanic. It basically makes an entire extra battlefield kind of underneath the main battlefield because you can move submerged submerged units, and then they can fight while submerged with other submerged units as well.
Absolutely.
Compared to like the burrowed ones, which just stay basically in place and just kind of wait for like an ambush kind of thing.
Okay, our next winner is any second. Christian Uffelmann. Nice. Christian, congratulations. Let's see what cards you've pulled. Thanks for everyone for being so patient with us as well. This is trying to juggle like doing 3 things at once here today. So I hope people are enjoying the stream, by the way. So Polar Explorers. This is a great card. I love this. There's the text here. These explorers and allied minions moving together with them can move between sites at the top and bottom edges of the realm as if they were adjacent. Suddenly, the playmat is almost like 3-dimensional. You can move from the bottom to the top in a single turn and start attacking your opponent's site. So things like this and polar bears both have very similar abilities.
I've nicknamed these cards Pac-Man because they can Pac-Man to the other side. Yeah.
I think there's some cards which can move up and down the sides. I'm not sure if there's ones that can traverse the sides, however, but there's a lot of different cards in the set.
Ooh, this is a strong card. This is a very strong card.
Absolutely. It's probably a little bit too strong in its current form, I think. It's Anui Undine. This Undine gets +1 power for each site that forms a body of water she's in. So what happens is that when you play your sites, you're going to position them on the board, say put one here, one here, one here. What happens is that because she's in a body of water, these are conjoined sites, then she actually benefits that and increases her power. So playing a water deck, this is going to be one that you want to play, and so you can actually really start ramping up into an opponent as well. However, what you'd have to be careful is if you this moves over to an adjacent site, which is say an earth site or a fire site, then she'll only actually get that power from the ones that she won't get the powers anymore because she's no longer in the body of water. So this is a very defensive card to play.
You can do like a one turn kill card, like combinations with that, using that card where you flood the whole world, and then you can just smack your opponent. If you can set it up, you can smack your opponent for like 20 something damage. It's that like it can be
evil.
Yeah, it's really good.
Next up, we have the Ogre Goons. Oh, this is a nice one.
This is sweet.
The Spear of Destiny. This is a unique one as well, so there's not many of those. We won't go into all the abilities. I know we're getting towards the end of the hour now, so let's go ahead and power through this.
Yeah, basically, you throw the spear and cool stuff happens.
Yep.
Yep.
Enlarge.
Big old buff card.
Peregrine Apparition. And then finally, the Cloud Spirit. And you'll notice the spirit is actually in the clouds.
Yep.
You can see
it's in the empty space in the clouds.
It's
a really cool concept, actually. Yeah.
Christian, congratulations. I really hope you enjoy your cards. Right.
And
moving on.
Seems like a lot of people are really enjoying the stream, by the way. So
really? Wow.
Yeah.
No, we try and make it as entertaining as possible, guys. Like I said, we've got a job to do here to make sure we distribute these. So thank you very much for your contributions.
Jason saying this video has made me even more excited than before. Yeah.
Wonderful. Now, someone who's going to be very excited right now is Julian Martin. Julian, congratulations. Let's see which cards you've managed to pull.
Yeah, we don't have a ton more winners left, so...
No, unfortunately, we're getting towards the end here, but everyone's a winner with Sorcery. Once you get your product in hand, you're absolutely going to love it. So,
hey, look, another Pac-Man.
Yep, this is... these bears can move between locations at the top and bottom of the realm as if they were adjacent. So basically, you'd be playing a lot of these. These are ordinary, so you can have 4 in your deck. You have Will o' the Wisp.
Really cool and weird card.
A Void Walk minion. So with Void Walk minions, basically, you don't have to have a site in that location. You can play it into an open location, and then you can move there. So what you can do is you can move outside so your opponents can't get to you, but then suddenly at the last minute, you can go ahead and attack. But be careful, because I'm not sure actually if ranged minions can actually attack Void Walk. I don't think they can. So
I don't think so. I don't think you're allowed to target into void space.
Exactly, yeah. So this is like very defensive until you want to use it. But that said, it is pretty puny. So you're going to be pinging sort of like different sites for damage to help whittle down your opponent.
Yep, good hit and run type card.
Absolutely. We have Minor Explosion.
It's minor, but it's still pretty good.
Yes, I was going to say,
like
if that's minor, then I wouldn't want to be in a major one, would you?
Definitely not. Well, I mean, I don't want to be in the minor one either. I mean, come on,
yeah,
it's pretty rough.
We've got a Simple Village, Earthquake. This is one of the defining cards of the game.
It's a sweet one.
Target a block of 4 locations, of which at least one is an Earth location. And it says burrow or grounded minions on effective non-water sites. You may rearrange the placement of these sites within the block. Now, I saw this played the other day, and you think rearranging minions is a good idea, but I can tell you right now, you can actually get really upside down with this as well. So be careful when you use this. Moving the different sites around, it can be very disruptive to you as well, especially when you put your exposed sites towards your opponent and then they can attack them. But that's a great card. It's a lot of fun to play.
Yeah, you can even use that with that Undyne card that we saw, like against your opponent's Undyne, to make it, not in a body of water, maybe only on one piece. I don't know. There's a lot of cool, flavorful stuff you can do in this game.
Absolutely. Next up, we have Observatory.
Yeah, I like this card.
This is a good card because it allows you to look at the top of your spell book, determine what cards there, and put them back in any order. I think that's been changed to the top 3 in the subsequent sets. But again,
what does that one say?
This one here, it says look at the top 4 spell book cards.
4. Okay, cool.
Yeah, and so the new one says 3.
Okay.
And then finally, you have a Cloud Spirit.
Nice.
Congratulations. So yes, these are sample cards. So these are not final cards as well, folks, as well. So things like the Q&A stuff, we haven't actually been able to do that with these at this stage. We're still looking over it and getting back to our print partner. So this will not be indicative of what the final cards are, but it will give you a close indication.
And
Julian,
Oh,
Congratulations.
go ahead, go ahead. I was just gonna say not only that, but it's gonna make them like that much more special. Like you're gonna have these versions of cards that, won't be printed as such ever again.
Absolutely. I think that people, there's going to be a little delay, obviously, before people get their Kickstarters in hand. So, yeah, you're going to have something pretty unique for a while.
Yeah.
And the next person who's going to have something pretty unique is Matt Wingert. Matt, congratulations.
Yeah.
Let's see, we've managed to pull. First up,
Someone is
Over
talking.
Bears.
Yep, another Pac-Man. Someone's mentioning multiplayer. I think they've been play testing and considering multiplayer, like more than 2 players.
Yeah, it is. It's right now we're focused on sort of head-to-head. This game does allow for multiplayer mechanics, but with anything, we need to make sure we get it right, and we need to make sure we stay very focused on the core experience. So I'm thinking that things like that will be incorporated in the future, but we're not giving strong commitments at this particular stage. We want to make sure we do things the right way, and being a passion project, we've taken our time on this, so that might take a little while longer to get into the wild, but it's something which is a consideration for sure.
Yeah, and at the kitchen table, you can do whatever you want. Like if you want to have a 4-player game, then go for it.
Absolutely. Put your playmats together, make it 10 by 10, and
Yeah.
beat each other up. You can do whatever you want to. And this is the thing about games. A lot of them have like pre-prescribed rules and you play it this way. But if you look at some of the, like Magic the Gathering as an example, it has a commander format. That was never really the intended use of cards, and it's extremely popular. So, this is the type of thing that we'd like to encourage our community to look at the cards, see how they work, and see how they can have fun with them. That's absolutely fine. Our rules are rules that you can enjoy, which is a structured play. But if you want to do something different, then let us know, be part of the community, and maybe even share that. We'd be delighted if there was a community format which took off as well. So, it's the power's in your hands, guys. Do what you need to. Wayfaring Pilgrim. Another fairly
just a minor explosion.
Just minor. It's just a flesh wound.
Just skeletonizing him,
We got a simple village.
I love the juxtaposition,
Okay.
by the way.
Yeah.
There's like skeleton man from explosion, and then just like nice peaceful village, and then now we have giant crater in the ground.
As if that wasn't enough, yeah. Now we're gonna like a fire meteor at you.
Yeah.
You can see here that, people will probably see this grid here, and what this allows you to do is to center it anywhere on the playmat. And once you've done that, then you can basically focus where that needs to be. But you can see here that in the middle, this does, let's have a look here, destroy the target site. So there's just nothing, it's completely obliterated, and everything around it, you've got between 7 and 4 damage, and then it tails off as it goes further out.
That's crazy. That's a crazy card.
So you've got Observatory. And one of my favorites. So this is it's a unique site, first of all. Once during your turn, you may move this cloud city to a free adjacent location. This allows you to do some really crazy things and to start moving things into your opponent's space. This is one of those unpredictable cards that when you play it, you can line things up, especially if you've got some minions in hand as well, that your opponent needs to deal with this threat immediately. So very, very cool card. Again, the artwork is fantastic. Haven't said that in a while, but it really is.
It's
wonderful.
It's awesome. That's going to look awesome in foil. And also I can see people playing that card in like mix element decks, like slap that in like a fire deck as well. And, there's some really cool stuff.
Because obviously these are the 4 elemental decks, but yes, you can play with mixtures of the different elements as well. Some cards actually feature into them. Most of them, the Genesis thresholds are, I think, single element, but that means you can combine cards from different elements to great effect. And we encourage people maybe to start doing this with these types of things when they're playing on Tabletop Simulator. Go ahead, build your own decks from the cards you have here. Look at the synergies and how you feel about them. Matt, congratulations.
Yeah, that was a sweet pack. And that's one of the things that I'm looking forward to most about getting my boxes from the Kickstarter is to build all these like crazy intricate decks and mix all these things up. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be sweet.
Jesse Martin, you are our next winner. Congratulations. So someone asked the question, are these cards, let's have a look here, tournament legal?
I just saw that, yeah.
Yeah, the answer is no. These are sample cards. These basically predate a lot of the revision that we've done. So these ones are not going to be legal in that sense. However, you can play them at home, do what you want to with them. It's absolutely up to you. I take care of these ones, but no, like I said, these are sample cards. These are sort of a predate of some of the tuning that we've done.
Yeah, and that makes a lot of sense too from like a rules perspective, because the card stock and quality is not going to be the same as the final product, and so
Absolutely.
you don't want cards that are obviously sample cards in a competitive environment.
Exactly. And I think what you're going to find with the cards themselves, you can see, I haven't actually shown the back of the cards clearly. There we go. Some of the cards obviously have spell book, but some of them have atlas on the back as well, depending on their role within the game, and they'll have avatar cards. But we would encourage people to sleeve this when they play, just to protect the cards a little bit, and also allowing you to tell the difference between yours and your opponent's cards. When you're playing sites, you normally play them sort of closer towards you, which is a key indicator. But sometimes you can have a very engaging battle. So actually using sleeves allows you to identify which cards are yours very easily. You normally move from one side to the other according to what's closest to you. But like I said, these are very high quality cards, but we've still got work to do. So Wayfaring Pilgrim. We have there we go, Major Explosion,
there you go.
which is the Michael Bay of cards. This is the sort of walking away from the explosion with your sunglasses on.
Galloping away on a horse, yeah.
Absolutely, Major's going to do it. So probably only second to Craterize, I think, in terms of impact in the fire deck. We have a Simple Village. We have the Cave Trolls. Again, the artwork is stunning here, guys.
Is that Drew Tucker, I think, right?
It is, yes, absolutely.
Ooh.
Nimbus Gin.
I like this card. It has changed a lot since the sample, like the test decks that I got, and I really like this the newer version. I think it's quite good.
And then finally we have Chain Lightning.
Ooh, this is a sweet
Basically,
one too.
move from minion to minion to minion. It can't be the same minion. You have to move between minions. But if you queue this up at the right time, it can be absolutely devastating.
It's awesome.
Wonderful. Jesse, you got some great cards. Congratulations.
That Chain Lightning can really punish people who stack their minions all on the same site, make a big old minion pile. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very tempting to do that because you think, oh, okay, well, I've got some great sort of ability to do a lot of damage. But yeah, you have to be careful for things like board wipes, for moving the different sites around, and even completely eradicating sites as well. So, the strategy has to be quite clear. Okay, next up, we have Davey Loose. Again, Davey, I'm sorry, last name. Terrible with this, as you can tell. However, let's see what cards you've managed to pull. So for anybody who's wondering, we have 3 lots of cards left, plus the final sort of mini cards with the avatar and 1 other card.
Yeah, we're actually doing 31. So
yes, we are.
Yeah,
we've got bonus
little bonus. Ooh, this is the amoeba you talked about earlier.
Yep. So this amoeba gets +1 power for each site it's visited. It continues to occupy those sites.
It's a weird card. It's one of the cards that we were like, how are we going to play with this card? And we just used like little like counters put on the sites to show that the amoeba has been to the site, but it's a crazy one.
Wonderful. People asking, I thought they were repeats. They shouldn't be repeats the way we structured this draw. So we did make sure that we were to stop that. And also, when we use the platform Gleam, it does eradicate people using similar IP addresses and things like that. And it looks for patterns there. So it may be a coincidence rather than something which is targeted towards a certain entrance. So just to give you a peace of mind that we did make sure we were very careful about that. We did have a pretty substantial problem with botting, which we managed to combat. But like I said, everyone here should be a legitimate winner.
100%.
Okay.
Ooh,
Vesuvius.
This is also
Vesuvius may be sacrificed to deal 3 splash damage to nearby sites. It's pretty evil.
I mean, basically, it explodes. I mean, that's what it does. The volcano explodes. Oh, it's so good. The flavor is so good.
We have the Infernal Legion.
Another Melissa Benson. Yeah.
Splash damage. Siege Ballista. This is great because basically this is a relic. So this isn't a minion. So it has to be manned. You actually have to put another minion there to use it. And you can see here, tap the ballista and another friendly minion on the same site to deal 3 damage to a target up to 2 steps away in a cardinal direction. There's a lot going on here, but basically point it in a straight line, get someone to fire it, and you're going to do 3 damage to an enemy minion up to 2 steps away.
One of my favorite things about this card is you can use any minion to kind of crew it. So you can use like your frogs.
Yes.
So you can have your frogs firing this ballista. It's so good.
It is pretty crazy, but it's a lot of fun. We have even the cave trolls could actually use that as well. So, Nightmare. Another Drew Tucker card. It is another Voidwalk card. And then finally we have another Chain Lightning. Davey, congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
How many winners do we have in chat today? Hopefully there's some people that managed to show up. Obviously with having 700 different entrants, then we've probably got a subset here, but I've hopefully got some winners in here as well. Okay. Go back to here. our next winner is, drum roll please. You can't hear the sound; it makes a drum rolling noise on my computer, but you guys can't hear that. Is
Let's see.
Corey Owens.
Corey Owens. Nice.
Congratulations, Corey. Let's see what cards you have. First up,
getting down to
Marine Voyage.
Very, very nice.
Then we have, let's have a look here. This is Stonehenge.
Love Stonehenge, if not to make Spinal Tap references. I don't know if anyone's even going to get that, but...
I do, for sure.
Yeah. Are we going to do Stonehenge? No, we're not going to do Stonehenge. Oh, it's so good.
We have Incinerate.
Love it. Absolutely love it. That dragon.
This is a cool card. Secret Tunnel. Your minions that unburrow may do so here. That means that you basically have like Earth sites where you have burrowed minions. You put this down, they can traverse from, say, a space here all the way over to here. It's a really thematic, fun card as well. Probably a little bit difficult to use effectively because it's a bit of a flag for your opponent, but if you can get that right, that's going to be cool.
Yeah, I really like it.
We have Cave Trolls.
I like this one too. This one's sweet.
Yeah, this is good because it says only one ground minion at a time may occupy the site, which is fun. But also bear in mind that if you have flying minions, it doesn't count. So if you've got flyers, you can go over the top of this as well. But you can create this like narrow path, which is blocked by a very strong minion. Your opponent can't traverse it, so they're going to have to go in. They're going to have to attack. It's a really cool way of actually stopping people moving from their location into yours.
I think the dream setup is to have the mountain pass and then walls on both sides of it to like forcibly funnel your opponent. I've never done it, but that is a goal of mine.
It's one of those things that you try and do, but the setup is so obvious that your opponent's probably going to do something to stop it. So
like craterize your land or something.
Yeah, could do. And finally, we have Blink. So Corey, congratulations. I hope you enjoy these cards.
Yeah.
Right, guys, we have 3 left. Only 3 winners. I'm sorry that everyone can't be winners today, but hopefully you've enjoyed the stream. We don't actually have very many of these. We like I said, we didn't produce samples at scale, so it's very, very limited. Right. Next up.
And I got to say, just seeing these cards again, it's just making me think about all these interactions and stuff. It's making me even more excited for the Kickstarter. Like, it's so much fun. I can't wait for people to play with like the physical cards. You can play on Tabletop Simulator, like we talked about before. There's a print and play as well. But for me, I'm an old man in this regard. I want to play with the actual physical stuff.
A lot of people do,
and it's so much fun.
You know, the print and play gets you a little way there, but it's not really the same as the actual product itself. So
for sure.
Yeah, but enjoy the game. Dixon Say, congratulations.
Nice.
I saw someone said Stonehenge should cost 11. Well, that one doesn't go up to 11, unfortunately. So right, Dixon, let's see what you've won. Someone else gets there. Oh, this is a goodie. What? Unique sight of Eluctable Malevolence. Genesis. Move all avatars and minions one step towards the Maelstrom.
It's brutal, actually. You can mess someone's plans up entirely with this card, and it's just a sight drop too. It's crazy.
Yep. Just suck them all in. So yeah, it's a great looking card as well. Dan Seagrave again. Oh, you got really nice sights here. Next up, we have Shifting Sands.
Oh yeah,
exceptional sight. The Hillock Basilisk.
This is a really sweet pack of cards.
Yeah, really. This is in the trailer as well. This is beautiful artwork. And then we have, oh, look at this. Look, you've got the dream. Getting these two together. Basically, you'd see that during our animated trailer.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, the Screaming Skull was part of the Basilisk as well. So that's an exceptional one. And this is a really cool sort of set of cards you've got here. You have Berry.
Berry's a sweet one, too. It's a pretty interesting removal spell.
And we have the Midnight Red Zone Rogue.
Yeah. Personally, one of the cards that I personally like because of no obvious reasons.
I can only imagine why. But
I think
stealth and lethal. Does that sort of
yeah, this card's sweet. I think I'll have to go look, but I think the original version of this that I got only had stealth, didn't have lethal. And when I saw it get lethal, I was like, this is actually like crazy good now.
Yeah,
it's crazy good.
And then you have Blink, another Blink at the end.
Nice. I do like Blink.
Congratulations, Dixon. Yeah, I do. It's a very cool way, and also it's 0 cost, so you can play it very, very effectively. So it's a quick sort of spell, so that means you can play it at any time.
Yeah, and like
elude.
And if you play it on your turn, I think you get a draw card too. So like it replaces itself. I think it's really cool. It's a good one.
Good. Right, we're getting down to it now, guys. Like I said, not everyone can be a winner, but we're going to do our best to keep 2 people happy anyway. So let's go ahead, pick our next winner. Thank you so much, everybody, not just for being here today, but for supporting us as well on the Kickstarter. We really hope you love the product, and we've got a long journey with this, so going to be doing some cool things. Dustin Henthorne, you are our penultimate winner.
We don't see the... let's pull it.
Sorry, I missed that one. There we go. Dustin Henthorne, you are our penultimate winner.
Nice.
Congratulations. Okay, let's have a look. This one is yours.
The last few, well, sort of the last few cards. We'll have one more. We'll have one more winner.
Yes, we have. We've been through a lot of cards, over 210 cards, I think it is. 212 of those. Leviathan Island.
That's a sweet one.
This island can defend itself with the power of 7 until defeated once. Wow, you're going to defeat it multiple times. But you can see here that the cost is pretty high to get that done. So,
I love the idea of like a site kind of protecting itself. It's a really cool card.
Yeah, absolutely. Shifting Sands. Heat Ray.
Heat Ray is another sweet one.
This goes in a line, so basically it goes right across the board. So a bit like Ice Lance, but for fires. The Rustic Village. We have Berry.
Berry's real nice. Oh, there's that rogue. By the way, I went and fetched my own rogue. I was wrong. It did have both of them from the start.
Oh, did it? Okay.
Still really good card.
Yeah, I think that would be. I don't know what percentage of the cards have changed, but it's significant. But not all of them have. Some of them, like I said, have been sort of designed over multiple years ahead of this. Yeah. So it's really just tuning at this stage.
I honestly like to see like the changes. It means like the playtesting and all the hard work people are putting into it's working.
Yeah, absolutely. And we do take a lot of community feedback as well. So if you guys want to get involved and actually start using these, we really do listen to how people are using cards and what they feel about the game, because really that's what it's about. It's about making sure you have fun. Yeah. So your final card, Dustin, is Ball Lightning. Congratulations. Right. We are right towards the end now. We have one winner left. I'm just conscious that we've got some people here who didn't win today. And again, I'm really sorry, folks. But like I said, the product is fantastic. I'm sure once you get the sort of the booster boxes in hand, you can have as much fun with this as well. So wonderful. Let's go.
Yeah, and I highly recommend to folks out there. Like, I mean, obviously, I love this game. If you've seen any of my videos on it, I love it. I highly recommend at least just if like a booster box is too expensive for you or something. I highly recommend just picking up the starter decks too. The game is so much fun to play, and just having the decks to play, I've had so much fun just playing with the starters. So if you're on the fence and you're like I can't afford booster boxes, just go for the starters.
There's a lot of playability in the core base product, so that's by design as well. So we really want to create an entry point where people can ramp into the game. But the starter experience has a fewer cards as well. It has 52 plus an avatar, whereas traditional decks are 60. The aim is that you start with there, and then as you expand your collection, you can start building out your deck. Yeah. Right, our final winner. Fingers crossed. Good luck, everybody.
And I believe one of the cards here is one of the avatars, so it's a pretty nice, pretty nice thing to win.
Absolutely. Our star prize.
Carrie
Bazell.
Nice.
Carrie, congratulations. You got something very special. Let me go ahead, and we've seen the mini Wii cards that you have. These are actually shrink wrapped. I won't open these guys. I'll leave them in the shrink wrap, Carrie. So,
look at those things.
There we go. You have your Avatar of Wind. What a beautiful card.
It's so nice.
And then finally, you have.
Ooh, that's one of my favorites. I mean, we keep saying that, but it's just an ordinary card, and it draws you a card, and it's a spellcaster. I think this is just a really good card. I really like playing with it. This is sweet.
Absolutely. You know what? That's great. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, guys. I do have the ability to give out promo cards, and we do have a Relentless Crowd promo. One more chance. I can't give these away at scale because we don't have very many left. But what I'll do is the final winner will be awarded that. So that's a 1 in 100 promo card. It was given away previously for people who submitted photographs of them enjoying the game quite early on. So it was our earliest supporters, which we wanted to reward. And since then, we've done a few things with that, but we're going to have like just a few little promotions here and there where people can pick those up. It's certainly going to be sort of intermittent rather than reliable. So what we're going to do is go back to here. The final winner, I don't have the card in hand as well. That's one thing to bear in mind. So you will get this as and when we do the print run, and I'll put your name on our Relentless Crowd promo list.
Yeah.
Okay.
So first of all, thank you so much, Barton, for the super chat, and also the decks are not random; they will not be random.
Correct. They're structured. Yeah. Clifford Matheson.
Nice.
You are going to be the winner of our. I don't actually have the card in the graphic either, but it is in the Discord. You ask anybody there, they'll be able to show that to you. I'll make sure you get that. And congratulations. That's all of the prizes that we have for today. And thank you, everyone, for showing that. Now,
yeah, congratulations to all 32 winners. That's pretty sweet. I really love that we were able to give away to so many people and not just like, a couple people got everything.
Yeah, it's important because we've got a lot of fans and these things are really special. People do like these kind of cards. So yeah, I just wanted to make sure that they go far and wide to winners throughout the world. We've got some great cards like Doomsday Divide, like that. And yes, so what you may be aware of is that during this, we announced some news. Well, one of our key partners did. People may be aware of certain personalities within the trading card space. One of them is Alpha Investments. Rudy is basically a shining light when it comes to sort of spotlighting different games. We've been very fortunate to be able to partner with Rudy, and he very recently made an announcement, which was to showcase something very special that we were doing with Sorcery. Obviously, we have a tremendous roster of talent on our art team. But we're also aware that art has tremendous legacy, and there's very many people who've contributed to art over very many years. And so what we're able to do is work with the estate of Frank Frazetta to basically make sure that we can showcase his art in the game. And what I'm going to show you now is the 4 cards, which will be basically into the alpha version of the game. These are incredibly special cards. Hopefully everyone can see that on screen. Can you guys see that okay? Make it a bit bigger.
It's lagging a little. I still see your... Oh, there we go. We see it now.
There we go.
Yo.
This is the Frank Frazetta collection. We're very lucky to have, obviously, Death Dealer, one of the most iconic pieces of art that he created, which really started this whole sort of like chaos notion. We have the Queen of Two Lands. I think Death Dealer was 1973. But these cards will actually be in the Kickstarter edition of the
that's so cool.
set. This was done in partnership with the Frazetta estate. This has to be done quite sensitively, but they've been very gracious and partner with us. So we're delighted to announce this. This is our big news for the day. So I really hope that you guys absolutely love this. And we want to be doing more cool things like this. But for us, this is certainly a pinnacle for what we can do with the product.
This is the first time I've seen these, by the way. This is awesome. These look fantastic. I mean, obviously, Frank Frazetta is an icon. But seeing these on the cards, it's so good. Yeah,
I'm just seeing some of the reactions here. People are very happy. We were delighted to do this. I remember when I first spoke to Eric about this, we're trying to figure out what we could do next. And Eric floated the name and he was like, no, I don't think we can do that. But, about 9 months later, this kind of thing happens. So, this was delightful for us. It really does sort of put the icing on the cake in terms of the art talent we managed to tap for Sorcery.
Yeah, 100%. Like unquestionably like almost like, I don't want to say an impossible roster of artists, but it kind of feels that way. It's like all these legendary artists all coming together in this one game. It's kind of crazy actually if you really think about it.
It is.
Yeah,
it doesn't really exist in the card gaming space. So again, it's just done with great sensitivity. But we're just absolutely delighted.
It's so
Someone
cool.
Asked some question. Will these be in booster packs? Yes, they will be. So they'll be a part of the set. They are. I think 3 of them are unique cards. One of them is an ordinary card, so the Vile Imp would be something you could get fairly easily, but the others are iconic, so they're going to be unique and that unique rarity.
Got to get that Queen. Got to get, and that Death Dealer. Those are oh man, they're so good.
Just the Ruler of Thule as well. We've got the Polar Bears. We've got the Polar Explorers, I think.
Yeah.
And also this one here. This ruler moves and blocks freely within the top and bottom rows of the realm. So we've got another one that basically a bit more of a Pac-Man type card.
You can make like a polar deck and just like theme it around it. That's so cool.
Someone just said the TCG Avengers. Yeah, it really is. To bring together all the talent that we have into one game is it's really special. And this is what Eric's been cooking for the last 3 or 4 years. He's worked very hard on the game with Nicholas. The art curation is second to none. So we're just delighted what we're able to do for you folks.
It's going to be an absolute joy to open up these like booster packs. once the Kickstarter boxes are out. It's going to be crazy. And with 400 cards in the
Yeah.
set, are these? So, quick question. I think this might come up. Are these part of the 400 cards, or does this make it
Yes.
404? Okay, cool.
Well, we are close to 400. We're currently tuning that. Some cards might be removed or added, but it will only be for thematic and gameplay reasons. It's very hard for us to, when you've got 400 cards, to be final on those 400, given that we do have a little way to go just to finalizing some of this stuff. So it'll be around 400.
It's a lot. It's a lot of cards, and I don't envy Eric going in and hand doing all of the foiling for all 400 pieces of artwork. That's
well, just imagine the dial imp. You can see the way that the contrast there with the fireball. It's going to look amazing. But also, this is what Eric really enjoys. Fundamentally, he's the happiest when he's working with artwork. So this is going to be a pleasure for him and be great for our fans as well.
It definitely shows. It definitely shows. Yeah. Thank you, everyone, by the way, for coming by today. I'm not sure what the total number of views, but we have 119 right now. So, thank you all for stopping by and hanging out with us, talking about Sorcery, really enjoying these cards, talking about the art, and at least my experiences with some of the gameplay. Congratulations to all 32 winners. Yep. I'm personally really excited for this Frank Frazetta art, too. I can just imagine some of these in, foil. It's going to be insane. Do you have anything else you'd like to say to the community, Simon?
Just thank you guys. This is a lot of hard work goes into this. A lot goes on behind the scenes. People think this kind of thing's easy, and you look at the sort of renaissance in TCG Kickstarters. Every single person who's gone to Kickstarter with a card game has worked tremendously hard to make their vision reality. It's so challenging, and I think it's admirable that so many people have done it in the past. It's only made easier with the support of the community, and you folks have been absolutely fantastic. All I can ask is that you share your fun with friends. I would encourage you, however, with the Kickstarter version of the game, please make sure you buy all the product. And this is not trying to shill it or push it hard, but it is limited to the number of booster boxes for the campaign itself. So once the campaign finishes, there will not be any other booster boxes available on the primary source, which would be us. Some retailers may elect to buy them, but if you like the game and you want to collect the cards, please make sure you buy them prior to the end of the campaign. It's the only guidance I can give you.
For folks who miss it, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to answer this right now. In the future, will there be a revised unlimited set? Because I know if some people somehow miss this, they're watching this video in the future. Is there any information on that?
Well, good luck. No, that you can. So yeah, don't worry. So with any game like this, testing at scale really involves community and basically cycles, the number of times it happens. Very similar to a video game. We do everything we can to curate the game, to test it internally, but it really depends on how people use the product. So the answer is yes. I think that's common knowledge. There will be a revised version of the game itself. I'm not sure if it's going to be called revised or what it's going to be called, but that will be available from our retail partner. So we've partnered with some strategic people, some of the folks that are influencers and have online stores, but you basically should be getting this into your stores. If you want your store to carry it, ask. Basically, your stores ask, they go to the distributors then have the interest, and we can basically provide them a product at scale. So we can do that probably a little while after the Kickstarter should be in hand. And we're projecting at the moment September. But these things are very well for the Kickstarter versions to get in hand.
That's still pretty good, like 6 months turnaround. Pretty good.
Yeah, but we have to be very mindful of world events and the way that things are, and obviously things like that. So all we can ask is your patience and flexibility while we deliver the highest quality product that we can.
Yep. Hopefully no canals get plugged up or whatever in the time period between the Kickstarter and the launch date.
You need an ice lance then, don't you, to get rid of that?
Yeah, exactly.
Like crater ice.
Crater ice. You just need a crater ice. Clear that right on out.
Wonderful. Well, folks, I think we've reached the end today. I'm parched. We've been speaking now for a couple of hours.
Yeah, me too.
Thank you for your patience. And Kelp, a special thank you to you for being such an awesome supporter for the game. What you do is incredible, and this isn't easy, folks, to sit in front of a camera for a couple of hours and speak and do this type of stuff. And content creators are tireless in terms of what they do, and when they support a game, we really want to make sure they feel valued. So thank you so much for everything you've done for us.
You're very welcome. I'm honored to be a part of the Sorcery journey for the the capacity that I've been able to, and I will continue to talk about it and make videos about it because I genuinely really love this game, and I can't wait to play more of it and to see what you all have in store. So yeah, and thank you for
Wonderful.
being on here and taking the time. It's been really fun. Maybe
Absolutely.
we'll do something in the future. I don't know. I'm gonna be doing some sorcery stuff in the future. So yeah, thank you.
Wonderful. All right, then, folks, we're going to wrap it up now. Thank you for attending, and please join our communities, Facebook, Discord, and obviously we'll be messaging you via Kickstarter as well. But thank you for attending.
Yep. Thank you all. See you later.
Okay, there, folks. Bye-bye.